Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. We got a packed house. We're Tomasi and Zuby in the fucking house,
in the same building, man.
Hey, all right, guys. I mean, hey, listen, if you want to get off, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome.
I asked you to stop with the question and you didn't. Do you want me to leave?
Serious. Get the fuck out. Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
I know the night is not as it seems. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. It's night and
All right,
hey,
we
guys,
are
welcome to
back.
Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. Welcome. We apologize for the delay, guys. I had to run the sound again, and you guys know I'm not as good as Trey. So, but he helped me with it before he left. He's a little under the weather, but he'll be back probably next week or tomorrow. So anyway, guys, quick announcements. Patreon.com/freshfit, where you guys can see all the exclusive behind-the-scenes content, me kicking out annoying girls. You guys get the full behind-the-scenes, the Trey cam, as we would say, or like in this case, the Casey cam, kicking out annoying girls. Also, you guys get to see, Zoom calls, weekly Zoom calls, where we talk about real estate investing, making money, cryptocurrency, getting in shape,
Credit scores,
social media, dating, everything like that. Basically helping you guys become better version of yourselves, because we don't teach you guys how to get girls. We teach you guys how to become better, so you're not too worried about getting the girls. They're a byproduct of your success. Also, guys, we're on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Every single platform you listen to podcasts, we are there to some degree. Just make sure you wear headphones, guys. We've had a couple guys actually DM us and tell us they got fired for listening to us.
You might get fired, man.
Because what we talk about is not safe for work and it's not politically correct, all right? So a lot of people are stupid, and quite frankly, you don't want to be getting in trouble for that. Also, guys, get the merch, freshfitpodcaststore.com, okay? That's where you can get all the merchandise, T-shirts like this, the Punisher shirts, hoodies. I feel like T-shirts, all the merch is there, guys. Go over there and support us. Also, if you guys wear the merch and tag us on Instagram, Fresh Fit Podcast on Instagram, we're going to repost you wearing the gear. So thank you so much for supporting. Also, Fresh, you got a vlog channel.
Hey guys, so behind the scenes, you get to see my life, Myron's life, Chris and Trey, our travels, our dates, everything in between. So go follow that channel. Almost 50K.
Awesome. And then, guys, if you guys want to see this in even better quality, check us out on twitch.tv/freshfitpodcast. Close your Pornhub tab, open up another tab, and type in twitch.tv/freshfitpodcast. You guys get to see titties in 1080p and way better quality. And yeah, check us out there as well. Open up another tab if you want to watch us on YouTube. Help us get the views up. And then also, guys, any reaction ideas? DM our audio engineer / YouTube strategy guy, Trey, at Trey Talk Sports. Any topic that we decide to react to, which we have one video to react to tonight, we will talk about it basically, and we'll link you in the description box. So any donation that makes it, we'll shout you out. Cool. Chris?
Yeah, like I said, if you come to our show, send me a DM on Aaron C. Thompson on IG. Make sure that you send me your profile is not private, and send me some photos if anything, if it is private. And if you're flying in from some other state, bring your husband up.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Let's get it.
Bring your significant other with you, guys. We don't want to deal with no BS. Oh, you fucked my girlfriend on my way. Like, nah, bro. Like, just bring them with you. You can sit in the studio and check out the shows. No problem. But yeah. Also, follow us on Instagram, Fresh Fit Podcast on Instagram. And then also, guys, I got hacked for the third time. So my Instagram is unpluggedfit with 3 T's at the end. Check me out over there because I keep getting hacked. But help me get up to 10K. I'm almost there. I've had it for about 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for helping me get back up. And then, so we're going to introduce the ladies, guys. Then we're going to introduce our 2 esteemed guests last. Tomasi and Zuby, if you guys have been living under a rock. But let's go here. Go ahead, Fresh.
All right, so just give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, and your current dating status.
So my name is Kiara. I'm 24 years old. What else? I forgot.
Your what you do for work, and then your dating status.
Oh, okay. So I'm managing 3 tattoo shops at the moment. We do piercings as well, but I also am a professional singer.
Oh, nice, cool.
Oh yeah, and my relationship status, I'm in a relationship.
Awesome. Welcome back.
Oh, hey. Hey guys, what's up? It's Slow Jams, aka SJ. My status, I'm single. By day I do taxes, and at night I spit. I'm a rapper.
There you go. And your current status?
Single.
All right.
Well, my name is Vegas. I'm a designer. I do swimwear and dance gear, customize everything. So, if you want that, let me know. I also do body paint, and as well as that, I used to be a stripper. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Hell yeah.
That's how my life. No, it got me to where I want to be. So, just keep going, ladies. If you're a stripper, one day you could be a business owner. It's possible. Trust me, you can make 6 figures a year without having to take off your clothes.
All right. And then your current status?
It's complicated. I'm
Yeah.
dating.
That's
I'm
a status.
dating.
That's a
I'm not
status.
having sex, but I'm dating. If you want to get in these
Stop
pants,
the
you gotta
cap.
do something.
You're not having sex?
I no.
Already, man. Already.
My
All right.
best friend lives with me. She knows, and I live with 2 males, and they know. I'm like the
Wait,
good
you live with 2
girl.
males and you're not having sex?
Yes, you can't fuck your roommates. That's no good. No, that's no good. We don't do that. That's bad business.
Yeah, we just turned Chris's mic up, guys. Okay.
Cap City. Okay.
All right.
No, that's not Cap City.
So you're practicing celibacy right now.
I want a boyfriend, or like I wouldn't even call it boyfriend since I don't like labels, but fuck, I want consistent sex. But I can't even get fucking wet unless it's like I have a connection with the guy. I know a lot of you girls understand that. Like it's like if you don't have some certain kind of connection, it's like it gets annoying. Like I have guys like take me out and treat me good.
But the question is, are you practicing celibacy right now?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Yes, I am. Until a guy. Stop. No, you can't. Like you can't.
You can buy these hats online.
Right.
freshfitpodcast.com, fullcap.com.
Stop putting the hats on.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Because I'm running out of hats here.
Stick a finger in this. Stick a finger.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
Okay,
stick-
anyways, I'm speaking. My name's Tori. I'm in the
I hear your
danger
thoughts right now.
zone. I'm 26. You missed it. It's okay.
Danger zone. What does that
That's
mean?
danger zone.
Ooh, do you like girls?
Thank you.
Do you like girls too?
No, I don't. Why? Well, I mean, I like them, but
We'll get there. We'll
Hi,
get there. So
Dad.
we'll get there.
And
Who likes girls?
I run a podcast, and then what else was I? I'm single.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Sunny smiling. I bet she likes girls.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. I'm an esthetician and I do modeling and I'm single.
All right. And how old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, cool. All right.
Hey,
also one of my
I'm Mila, aka Miami Brett, on all my social medias, and I'm a rapper. I'm 21, about to be 22 on August 17th, and I am also a personal in-home organizer. So I organize homes, closets, all that.
And your current dating status?
Oh, I'm single.
And you're a rapper.
Yay.
Yeah, it's
real
like,
rapper.
I'm talking about like Foxy.
Do you like girls?
Oh, no, I don't.
You can
like
spit some
girls.
bars?
Girl.
Why?
Can we just
Right
have
now?
like a show where it's like
Now,
bisexual girls?
Later.
Oh, for real?
Later.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you. I'm Sunny. I'm 26 years old. I'm single and I'm a cosmetologist and a dancer.
Fire. Cool.
All right. Welcome back to the show.
And last but not least, we got
Yes.
in the building, Rolo Tomasi and Zuby.
For the first time in history.
Can you guys introduce yourselves to our audience who may or may not know who you guys are? Most of them should, I hope.
So
but
guys,
for those that don't know.
this is Zuby and this is Rolo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Zuby.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm Zuby, independent rapper from the UK, but from a lot of places really. Author of the book Strong Advice, Zuby's Guide to Fitness for Everybody, and host of the Real Talk with Zuby podcast.
I'm Rolo Tomasi. Hi. That's all you need to know. I'm the author of the Rational Male series of books. You also have, you know, who I am. I'm on the YouTube at the Rational Male.
He's been here
YouTube.
many times.
Oh, and we got a Clips channel now too. So go check out the Clips channel.
What's it called?
The Clips channel. Rational Male Clips.
Boom. There you go.
All right. Okay, guys. So we already got 4,900 you guys in here, almost 5,000. So guys, we're gonna probably Chris.
20 and up.
Yeah, we're gonna go 20 and up, but I'm gonna read all the super chats right now. So for you guys that got it in right now, very intelligent. It's not okay. Well, they don't want to hear you anyway. Okay, Wayne, 25 hours. Looking forward to the show tomorrow with Rolo. Thank you so much. I'm a fixture, Mike. Don't worry.
Yep.
Chris. We got Daddy, 25 hours. Thank you to Rolo for introducing me to the RP. I was one of those lives he saved. Thank you, sir. Absolutely. The Rational Male's out here saving lives. Dragon King 229. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have helped me so much when it comes to success in females. I'm moving in my apartment tomorrow and my business is starting up. So thank you guys. Keep up the good work.
Awesome,
100.
brother.
Thank you.
Good job.
And then we got Mr. Fourth Quarter, 15 hours. Rolo Fresh and Fit has changed men's lives out here. When I tell women about the 9 iron rules, they think I'm crazy until I break it down. They don't want us to have this information. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know why you're sharing that, but okay.
Shout out to Rolo. Keep up the good work, guys. My status has gone up. Now I'm married. Women hit up my DMs. Absolutely. And then you're going to say, nope. So anyway, MX3, Rolo and Zuby, that Don DeMarco button about to go haywire. Thank you so much. And then we got Tabris. Great to see Rolo and Zuby on the show. Thanks for everything you guys put out. Also, Blondie can get it. Okay, you got a fan already.
What's your Instagram?
At Torsha, TORSHAA.
There you
All
go.
right,
On
and-
everything.
And anything else?
I was talking over you, but
No. You didn't finish your thought. Go ahead.
oh, I have red hair.
Okay.
That's
It
all.
looks
I meant to-
blonde on camera. That's why.
it. Okay.
But
So sorry.
and also, guys, for the guys that don't know, real quick announcement: we just had a fantastic interview with Zuby earlier, so make sure to put that in your saved videos for watch later and check it out. It was a very base conversation. We talked about transgender stuff. We talked about female sports. It was really good conversation.
Equality.
Equality.
It's very woke conversation.
The pandemic. We talked about all that.
Scandemic.
Name withheld. Hey, Fresh and Fit. I want an answer from the ladies. How come all these girls want a loyal and good man, but suddenly get amnesia when it comes to their body count and how they did guys dirty? My friend, you must be new here. You need to go back and watch. You need to go back and watch the other stuff. We explicitly explain why women lie about their body counts. Like we've had many episodes talking about that. Frank Castle incoming. I've made my prediction. Shout out to the chat. Y'all know top level guests. Thank you so much.
Man, Nick
Page. Chillbank, $10. Get Rice Gum on the show.
Actually,
he hit us up on Twitch.
He said he wants to come on the show, but he didn't respond to the DMs. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Trey D, $24.99. Super sticker. Thank you so much. Yeah, he was watching one of our streams
on Twitch.
Bumbleclot. I have a feeling Frank Castle may have to make another appearance tonight. Caps is over 9,000. City Boys up. Thank you. Trap Politics TV. Let's not kick anyone out yet, please. Hey man, that's not what I try to do. DJ Quack Quack. Myron, I think we can both agree that girls will always choose financial guys over ethnicity.
Yes.
Why would they care when they know Summer, the guy ranked number 1 in income, will always take you on vacation? Okay. Anything else? We're caught up? Cool. So guys, from this point forward, we're going to read 20 and up super chats, but when you do super chat, it's going to be shown at the bottom. Don't worry. Every super chat will be shown on screen. We're only going to read 20 and up though. And then as we continue to climb, I know it's a Thursday, we're probably easily going to hit 10K. So we're probably going to have to increase it, guys, just so that we can keep the show flowing and not interrupt. But go ahead, Fresh.
Cool.
Be nice.
Okay, so ladies, 2 scenarios here, right? You got 2 options. A guy that will take you on vacation, treat you really good, but he might cheat. Or another guy that's going to be a little bit less fun, kind of like, boring stuff for the most part, but he won't cheat. Who would you choose? But can
I answer?
Okay, so yeah, we're going to go this way and then come around. So the boring guy, that's not really that much fun, but he won't cheat. Versus the guy who'll take on vacations, be a lot of fun, but he might cheat from time to time. Who would you choose and why?
I would choose the guy that wouldn't cheat because if he's boring, I'm not boring. So I can make him have fun. And he's going to come along with me and we're going to do fun stuff regardless. So, I feel like as long as I can be fun, I could just, sometimes it's hard to like carry the relationship and the excitement in it, but I'd rather do that than have somebody cheating on me.
So you think you could change people?
I think I could influence them and introduce them to a different lifestyle or different things, that they might not have known before.
Can somebody change you?
You can only change a person that wants to be changed.
That's the point, but all right.
If I want to.
All right.
I'll take the boring guy who wouldn't cheat.
Why?
Because I'm not really interested in having too much fun and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun in my life, and if we could be boring together, that's kind of more fun than a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would rather take the guy that can invest in my business and like instead of him paying for that date, invest in my business, buy wholesale some outfits for me so I can make some bread. We could have a picnic, do some shit that don't cost money. So if you're gonna spend some money, spend it on something that could be lucrative for both of us in the future. You feel me? Because I'm all about like spoiling a man or whatever, but like he gotta show me that he deserves that. Because us women, we know how to make money way easier and faster than men. And that's not always on some hoe shit. No, none of that shit. We don't always gotta do that. You feel me? But that's just invest in me. Invest in me. Don't buy me no Birkins. Invest in me. I'm that girl. Invest in me. Please. I'll give you a solid business plan. Invest in me. And I'm gonna give you, ownership, a certain amount of ownership and rights and trademarks and you feel me? Like let's make this shit make sense. Literally.
So I'm curious. Why invest in you when he can invest in himself?
Well, if you have any investor bank, if you have a solid business plan. Because it's like, I'm not going to come on no half-ass. I'm not saying invest in me in the way of buy my hair, buy my nails. Invest in my business equipment, my business, et cetera, et cetera. If you got a solid business plan, then that's something to invest in.
Okay.
If I could make you write off taxes and get you a bigger tax return, why the fuck not?
Okay. I respect it.
I think. Well, never mind. I won't add to that. That's a hard question because technically women cheat because of I can never say that word. Spontaneity.
That's no self.
I know that I would say I would want the one that doesn't cheat, but my behavior, I believe, would say otherwise. So probably
the second one.
I don't know, because we're both. That's the complex,
You
complexity.
gotta choose one.
That's the complexity of women, though, is like we want somebody that's stable, but yet if they're too stable, they're too boring.
I hate the
That's why women cheat.
Why?
Yeah. But
Perfect is boring.
Yeah.
Help me out here.
But if you had an angle to choose, which one would it be?
If you cheat on me and I have absolutely no inkling that you did it, like you don't act different, don't tell me. Like I'd rather the one that's fun.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
But like stable still.
Yeah.
So for me, like I can't be with a boring man, because
Mm.
I will cheat on him if he's boring.
Right.
There we
Period.
go.
So I choose the cheater, but what I would do instead, I'd be like, baby, let's go online, let's get on some threesomes. Like
Mm.
I'll make my man happy so he doesn't have to cheat.
Okay.
So I'd rather have the fun over anything any day.
So you make it easy for him to do.
Oh yeah.
But just involve you.
Exactly. But if he did cheat, shit happens. Like I respect you. I might cheat too. Like who knows?
We could work on it.
We'll work on it. I'm not gonna be with a boring man because I will definitely cheat if
Right.
I'm with some boring ass man.
Keeping it real.
So,
all right. Cool.
yeah.
I respect it.
Literally what she said. Oh my gosh. I would not want to be with a boring man like at all. Like let's be real. Like who wants to be bored? You feel me? But I would probably get with the cheater because he's spontaneous and like it's kind of exciting. You know what I mean? Like get cheated on. It's kind of exciting.
The drama.
The drama, yes, because
Keeping it spicy.
Okay. Cool.
Honestly, I don't want to be with anyone that's boring. I'm not gonna lie about that. I just wouldn't make it official with the guy that's cheating because technically you're not cheating if you're not mine. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
We're dating. We're dating.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I wouldn't be with a boring guy anyway. So
I would marry one for sure.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
I wouldn't get married to a boring guy. No, not at all.
Oh, thank you.
All
You're
right.
gonna make
so
me
we-
laugh and shit.
We got a wide variety of answers here. So super chats and then
Yeah, I'll
we'll
read
walk
the super
around.
chats real quick. Okay. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear Chris now. Let me know. Okay, we got Dondrell Lee, $20. Just received a copy of the Rational Mail. Also, I ran into Mr. Organic today. This podcast has leveled up my perspective for life expeditiously. Thank you to the whole crew. Zuby, travel and be great. Big up, Rolo. Salute. Thank you so much. A shout
Three
out
of
to
them.
our boy, Mr.
Organic.
Organic. 3 of them. Go
Three of
subscribe to his YouTube channel, Mr. Organic, good friend of ours, and Tall Guy Car Reviews. The Pacifist, $20. Dudes should not accept women saying they just want to be friends. Shit. If you accept that, you're saying that you don't mind being a homegirl with a penis. Okay. And then caught up. Okay, and then Lax Wing, $20. I see great value. Takashi69 is here tonight next to Zuby.
They swear. Why y'all always hate on the girls with tattoos though? Like
Bets on who's getting Frank Castle. I'm putting 20 on 6ix9ine.
show me your bank statements and talk to me.
You got a rebuttal?
Literally,
You got
like
that?
literally, show me your bank statements. No hoeing, no stripping, then talk to me. Put some respect on my name, bitch.
Shots fired.
Sadiq Musa just wanted to support the show. Thank you so much. Canadian, $27.99. Sham Tactics, $20. Donating again because my brain cells are dropping faster than a cheetah used
I
to
love
make.
that y'all
That's
talking about me though. Keep talking about me though. It's really keep it coming.
All right, Stephen Cabral, $20. I love the show. Love conversations. We all know looks matter. However, we also know there's some subjectivity to that. I'm interested in 2 specific attributes women prioritizes and what they consider good looking: face, abs, etc. Okay, Steve. We'll probably get into that because we will be talking about physical attraction.
Good breath and smelling good.
Okay.
That's what we
Notorious .02, $20 Canadian, $29.9 Canadian.
Been here since 10K subs. You guys have helped me on becoming a better man. Got played big time, saw many red flags, and ignored them all. But no more. # beast mode. Here you go, brother.
Thank you. And then Joshua Kimber, $20. Tell Blanca from Street Fighter to answer the damn question. She's out there. Oh,
what the fuck?
Anybody got a rebuttal for that?
We got some hollow points for you.
Oh shit!
We got hollow points for you.
Blocker.
I guess they're shooing back. All
Hi.
right. CK, $20 Canadian. Which high value man will invest in the Mortal Kombat character next to Zuby? Great
It
interview
might
with
just be
earlier
Zuby.
today.
Quit playing with me.
That is a great game.
There you go.
I love that
There you
game.
go.
Yeah, you might fuck around and fuck up your own bag talking
Let's
shit
be
about
nice,
a
let's be
bitch.
nice.
We're gonna be nice tonight because y'all probably
Okay.
broke.
DJ Quack.
Look up the wiki. List of
I pray for y'all to get a bag. I pray for y'all. I really pray for y'all.
All right.
I love that I'm the center of attention though. I love it.
All right, DJ Quack. Look up the wiki. List of ethnic groups in the U.S. by household income, and with that in mind, all yes from girls. Know your place. You ain't even in my echelon. Nice show, bruh. Love from number one. Yo, I want 2 girls because I got dough. From DJ Quack. Trey D, damn, guess I gotta drop another 20. I didn't include a message, but new to the show and appreciate all you guys do. Married life for me, but fun to watch. Thanks. Okay, man.
Problem,
Be
man.
safe, bro. Be safe. Try to get a prenuptial agreement.
Yeah,
or
get prenup, bro.
Get 2 separate bank accounts.
You know, don't commingle funds. Kadarius Player. Actually, we did a whole podcast on that, guys. Check it out with our lawyers, Jen
Pratt
and her husband. We talked about if you are going to get married, how to protect yourself. Kadarius Player, $20. Can I put an ad on your forehead, Miss Tattoo?
My Cash App is the official Vegas. Go ahead.
Okay.
Send my deposit. Send my deposit. If money talks, bullshit walk. So either you talking shit or you paying my pockets.
All right.
Ooh, all right.
Carl Jung, $25. Red hair 6'9", a whole ass GTA character. You got a rebuttal for that?
Period. And I'll fuck you up in some GTA.
My
and I'll steal your
favorite
character.
No, for real.
I'm glad y'all love me though. I'm glad y'all love me though.
I feel like I'm on a comedy sketch.
All right. Anything, Chris?
Okay. So
Somebody say something about me.
Next question, right?
All right. From here, guys, we already got
50 and
7,696.
up.
You guys, guys, I need you guys to
Keep talking shit about me. I love
like
it.
the
though.
video, and I'll do at this point. We'll do 40 and up. All right. So yeah. But all super chats are gonna be shown, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, do us a favor, Chris. Are you good on the sound now? Yeah, guys, give us ones in the chat if you guys can hear Chris. They can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, well. Dun, dun,
All
dun. All right.
Next question.
Go ahead.
So, ladies, what do you look for in a guy? And we'll do like an order of I want to say three top things you could say: looks, money, or status. Just say in that order what is important to you and why.
Okay. I guess.
And hold on, honey. I want one more thing in there too.
Okay.
How tall? How much money a year?
Okay. So looks, money, and status. Looks, you just gotta be, cool looking,
What does that mean? Cool
like,
looking. Swag?
I'm okay with someone who looks a little different. I'm okay if you dress different or act different. I'm okay with that. When it comes to status, you got to be social. Like, you got to be okay with socializing if we go out or whatever, because I like to socialize. So if they like to socialize, that's always a plus. As far as money goes, I'm not going to act delusional, so I'll definitely keep it at like 50K and up. That's livable. I make good money. If you make, livable money, we can always grow from there. Height wise, like I said last week, I love the shorties. I love the 5'6" and up, as long as I and up. That's it. And what was the last question?
How much a year?
How much a year?
She said 50K. and up.
Okay, cool.
50K and up. Yeah, yeah. What was the
But what
question?
status is your most important attribute, I guess?
As long as you can socialize, it's not a matter of you having to know anybody or anything like that. It's a matter of just being, when we go out, just don't be someone I have to babysit and like introduce to everyone. Like, be someone who's forward.
Yeah,
You don't mind
definitely.
You don't mind stepping forward and talking,
especially when you're a
talk for
social
yourself.
butterfly. You hate that.
Yeah, I'm a social
Okay.
butterfly. Talk for yourself. I shouldn't have to like babysit you and make sure that you're not like.
All right, I'll translate that. She wants you to have game, guys.
Yeah.
That's the woman needs for.
Have a little swagger
Have
and
game.
mojo about yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Looks, money, status. How much a year? How tall?
Looks, money, status. I mean,
Which comes first for you? Second, third.
looks. I definitely have a type.
What's your type?
Okay, so I like brown skin. Like her color. Yeah, that's
So-
like my type
So
in a guy.
So you like
Meow.
niggas? You like niggas?
Yeah,
Okay, I can fuck with that.
I'm Afro-Cuban. Like, you know what I mean?
Cool,
It don't
cool,
look
cool.
like it, but
BBC winning, guys.
Period.
Okay.
We come in all colors. I'm Cuban. But okay, so I said
Looks.
looks. Okay. Money and then the status. I don't really care about status, like where you're at. You could have 400 followers on Instagram. I'm not judging you. I really like low-key men. I really do. And like she said, 50K, you know, I really do like low key men. Like,
stop the cap. I need to wait. I need to
They
put
could
a
have
zero on that
status in
50.
their industry though.
And then how tall and how much a year?
I like status shit.
I would probably say like 5'8" and up.
Okay. How much a year though?
I already said, like she said, 50K and
50K?
up. That's really livable. That's cool. Like, you know what I mean?
In Miami though?
No.
I would die.
I mean,
that's more than I make a year, so I could never settle for that ever in my life.
I'm just curious, what's 50K look
Hold on.
like?
Right, like
It's
that looks like
average-
one bag,
average
two bags.
household. Yeah,
So
average
so
household.
so
No, it's
Miami.
not
I would
that.
shoot
You're
myself.
cool with your man making
Well, I
50K.
just moved back to Miami. So
Okay.
I just came from ATL, so it's just like
That's like saying you okay with a nigga making $2,000 a month.
honestly,
Yeah, you're actually okay with that.
I mean,
yo,
No, it's-
I'm
it's-
okay.
it's-
I'm okay with being treated right.
No,
I'm
hold
okay
on.
with being loved the right
Okay,
way.
do the math. What is it?
Hold on, hold on.
2 to 4?
No, 50K a year is roughly.
That's
high
for-
I'm not trying to be
3,000.
poor.
It's
Okay,
almost
so
4,000 a month. It's almost
But
4,000. a month.
realistically,
It's
that
not
should be
bad.
your own.
Wait, hold
expenditure.
on.
Hold on.
We're
you can
yelling.
get groceries with that. You can pay your rent with that, and you good with that. So
just
you're
gotta
straight.
grow. You just gotta
That's
want
the
to grow
bare
from there.
minimum.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the bare minimum. We don't settle for the bare
Remember,
minimum.
we're not on you yet on what you
No, I
want.
know. Let me shut
please,
the fuck
yeah,
up.
yeah,
I'll
let
shut
them
the fuck
talk.
up. I'll shut the fuck up.
Okay.
For me, what is the first question now?
So yeah.
Looks money status.
Looks, money, status. What comes in order for you? And then how much a year and how tall?
Yeah, so for me, I'm more like love to get to know somebody intellectually. I've dated multiple races, so the race doesn't really play a part as long as we are on the same frequency. The
Is
status,
that the money frequency?
no, the frequency is just intellectual, like
Okay.
on a different level. You know, we can do everything together and be cool, never fighting, nothing. Like that's the kind of status I'm on. For money wise, you know, I have my own business and stuff, so I make a good amount of money as long as my man is treating me right. I don't care if he makes 50K,
Shout
or
out,
40K. Nah,
Stop the
nobody. I'm
cap.
saying, like, I don't care what they're making, you know, because I know I'm gonna provide either way.
You
If
gonna,
they treat me right, then I'd be with them.
you gonna
you
take
know?
care of your man?
I mean, I could, and I'll be fine with it.
For how long?
I mean, I could do it for a while because I have a good, you know, I'm cool.
Stop the cap.
But that's no cat. That's no cat. If
Yeah.
a man's treating me right, I've been in multiple situations where a man disrespects me because he has more money. If a man's treating me right
Mhm.
and doing everything that I like, you know,
Tell
then
him best
money
friend.
doesn't matter to me. Like I'm on a different level. Like
It
money
matters
don't
to
matter.
me.
Stop the cap.
Okay,
That's
it's a
where we're
cap to
different.
people. People think that shit, but it's not a cap to me.
Okay.
And then for height, usually somebody taller than me. I'm 5'3", so like at least 5'6" to 5'8", starting at. And I love like taller men too, like go up to 6'8". You know.
I got you.
So it's just intellectualities first. If we're like vibing out, we have the same energy. That's the number one. Number two is if they're treating me right. And
Okay.
I don't care if they're not making enough now because what happens in 5 years? They could be making much more.
Don't go off potential.
I'm gonna have to challenge you a little bit on that because
Yikes.
the thing is this. I understand that you're saying, hey, you know, cognitive stimulation is very important to you.
Yeah.
However, let's be honest. If a guy that's very intelligent and cognitively stimulating comes up and talks to you, but he's not attractive, you're not going to give him the
If
time
he's
of day.
not attractive, then no, I'm not going to give him the time
So
of day.
therefore,
So I have to have some
therefore,
connection with him.
okay, but here's the thing. He has to meet a requirement first before that cognition even comes into it, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, of course.
So what is the most important thing is what he's trying to say.
So the most important thing I think is intellectual. Like, so you
But
know,
I literally just said, if he doesn't meet a certain requirement first, you're not even going to give a fuck about what he has to say.
Yeah. No,
So
you're right.
he's got to
He
meet
has
some
to
kind
have
of prerequisite.
confidence. No, I love a
Confidence?
nigga with confidence, like a man with confidence, because a lot of men talk to me and stuff. But if they say the right words and they know how to talk to me properly, then I will go for that.
So regardless of how unattractive they are,
I mean,
Confidence can
yes.
be the attractiveness
Yes,
for
and I've
women.
dated men
It can.
for 5 years, got engagement rings with.
I
But
know
there's a
it
bare
doesn't
minimum. There is a bare minimum though.
Let me be the mediator. That's what she means. Trust
Yeah,
me.
no. But here's the thing. No,
I know
Actually,
it doesn't seem like that.
I will not trust you because you're a woman and you're going to tell people things that are politically correct.
I mean, if you want to take
You're not
pictures of
gonna-
my ex that
because
proposed to
Valid.
me,
no,
you know, you
because
can.
that's the truth. Like women are not in a position to give men advice on how to get women ever because you guys are always going to give the politically correct.
That's not true.
The nice way to phrase things that aren't going to put
Never,
women at
ever,
unfair.
ever.
Yo,
No, my ex-
first and foremost, I'm talking. All right, stop cutting me off. The reality is this: women will say, "Hey, I like personality. I need cognitive stimulation." It's all fucking cap. The man has to meet a certain requirement first before you even care what comes out of his mouth.
And I said
He has to meet a
confident.
prerequisite of some degree. Typically, it's looks to some kind of attraction floor, some
Confidence
kind of
or
bare
a
minimum.
alpha male.
But here's the thing: if he could be as confident as he wants, but if he doesn't meet the looks requirement first, you ain't even gonna listen to what he got to say. You're gonna look, no fuck, I don't care what he got to say. Doesn't matter how much game he has. So what I'm saying is that there needs to be certain standards met. And no offense to you, but your initial feeling, not you, you,
Me?
yeah, because
oh, I'm not upset at all.
no,
You're fine.
but like and I don't blame you because your knee jerk reaction is to give the politically correct advice. But the truth is, women are never going to tell the unflattering realities of what actually makes men attractive to them, because the things that make a man attractive are not polite to say. Don't text her back. Be toxic. Don't give her that much attention. Don't put her on a pedestal. She's not better than you. She needs to follow your programming. All these things actually make you arousing, but women are never going to admit that shit.
I'll admit it.
I'll
be the first female rapper to admit that females are attracted.
Wait, hold on. When I said confidence, that guy could be ugly or he could be really hot. It just fucking depends. Excuse my language. No, listen, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
So I work in the clubs, right? So I know like ugly motherfuckers that pop in bottles. They have money. Ugly as shit. Midgets. Disgusting. They just because they go up to you and they own it, the girl will fucking go with them, and they're ugly.
You missed a huge point.
I did.
Yeah.
Wait,
Popping
back it
bottles.
up.
They're popping
Popping
bottles and they
in the
have
club.
money.
That is a huge
So
difference.
they're
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
You proved my point right there.
Further.
No, that's
And that's
okay.
not what I'm
Maybe I
saying.
misheard you then.
I agree with you.
Okay, what he's saying is
because he said you have to go based off of what you see first,
agree.
correct?
They saw the money
Women
first.
like money. Women like men who don't like
when you
them.
look
Women
at
like.
Maya, you got
somebody-
something?
Yo,
Hold on,
I was
let
gonna
Maya.
say,
Go ahead,
nah.
Maya.
Look, one time I was in your book senior year, this ugly ass guy that I knew had a crush on me forever finally said something to me. Nobody in school, all the football players, all the jocks, all the dicks you wanted to suck didn't say nothing to me. That guy did, and he was so ugly, and I was so unattracted. He came up to me, but he was nervous and he was shaking during your book, and that's the only time he ever spoke to me, and he turned away awkwardly as fuck. He had way more confidence than a lot of people, but it was not attractive because he was ugly to me. He was not fine. Like,
The point I'm trying to make is this.
Poor guy.
little
Hold
peon.
on, guys.
All I'm trying to
We
say
broke his heart.
is
Maya.
that there's a barrier to entry, and women always like to not acknowledge that barrier to entry, that looks do matter, and or money. Something has to come first before you even entertain talking to
It's
him and listening to him.
Correct.
You said it earlier. They're throwing money at the
Popping
club.
bottles.
Popping
That's
bottles.
what I. But you
Thank
said
you
it differently.
for
but-
proving my point that there needs to be a prerequisite met first
Can I-
before you even entertain talking to the man.
But Myron, you kept saying attractive is what I'm
It's an
saying.
Money
Like,
can make a man
you have to
attractive.
see.
Attraction is
But if
Okay,
you're
one at a time. One at a time. Okay,
whatever,
so-
I'm just being like.
okay, you know what? We'll
No,
move-
you're just incorrect.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Like,
Okay,
You-
fine.
I
I can
said
take
clearly.
it.
I clearly said it. Prerequisite needs to be met before the confidence can be shown.
Yeah.
You
But I
literally
was-
use an example of money. Money is a prerequisite that was shown prior to the individual talking to the woman, so she entertained talking to the man because he displayed what? Financial adequacy. Or let's say he doesn't have money, but he's good looking. Okay, I can see that he's confident, but I'm giving him the option to even talk to me and allow him to convey the confidence to me. I'm saying confidence is attractive, but it does not come first. Something typically has to come first for the woman to even entertain the man, for her to even get a chance to see that he's confident.
It could be
That's what I'm
clout,
saying.
money.
I'm
status.
literally saying that it like when she
That is
said,
not what you said
Yes.
at all.
Can
It is
I
not
say
what you said.
something?
You didn't even listen.
I listened extremely closely. I've been taking notes.
I said when she says confidence, that's a physical attribute.
Attraction.
Like for guys, it like physical attributes, it's like hair, skin. I'm saying literally the way
Something
that
will
he
make my
Confidence
panties
is not
crawl.
tangible.
No, yeah.
I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying when you're saying these things, women know what confidence like looks like. It's a physical attribute. We can
Confidence
spot
turn
it like that.
tacky really
That was
fast,
my
though.
only fucking point.
There's women who
I
won't even go to a
wasn't saying that
confident
you
man
were
because they want
wrong.
a
I
man
was
with
just-
money.
No, confidence can
instead. Can turn really tacky really fast.
Cocky-
It can
Yeah,
become
literally.
confidence and
Confidence
ego.
and
Yeah.
cockiness
It
real
can,
quick.
but-
Cocky is really tacky.
And that's where it's
and-
ugly.
Yeah.
Listen, but at the same
You can see
time,
that
nice
too.
guys do finish
Obligation is
last.
also
It is
ugly.
what it is.
It's true.
Nice guys finish last.
Okay,
period.
so
That's fine.
order of list: looks, money, status, how tall,
Mhm.
and then how much a year.
Looks, money, status in that order.
Okay.
70K after taxes, and height wise.
Thank you for mentioning taxes.
Yes. Height wise, I've always dated guys that were between the 5'7", 5'11" range.
Okay.
They were probably shorter. I feel like people put down 5'11" when they really mean like 5'9".
Everyone's 5'10".
All right.
I'm short, so I don't notice.
All right.
Hold on, real quick. You had something
Say-
before. We didn't get a chance to. We didn't mean to ignore you.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely said all I said was that confidence can turn really tacky really quick.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And then
I thought you
that
wanted to add something.
nice guys finish last usually at the end of the day.
Rolo.
Yes.
All right. I want your
Yes.
explanation. So, we did the first question earlier, right? And we asked the girls basically, would you choose a guy that's more fun, exciting, versus a guy that's boring? A majority said the fun guy because obviously they don't want to be bored, and they'll take a little cheating once they don't find out.
Well,
can you tell us why is that?
First of all, perfect is boring. That's number one. It's an inherent need in women to have some sort of exhilaration, some kind of a source of indignation is what it comes from. And it is important to women on an evolutionary perspective because what women have to do in our ancestral past was to decide whether a guy is presenting honest cues or not honest cues. And it's what women would call like feminine intuition. I call it like the hypergamous filter. Like, is this guy really who he says he is? And there's a lot of
Welcome to Miami.
There's a lot of exhilaration. There's a lot of indignation. There's a lot of like chemical high that comes from trying to decide whether or not this guy's for real or he's not for real. And so that's really when we talk about excite. Oh, I want to be with the guy who's exciting, right? Well, the guy who's exciting is going to be, for lack of a better term, high value guy, an alpha male, a high value guy, an alpha male, whatever you want, however you want to term it, whatever the abstract is today. Okay. But that guy is going to be the guy that women have to say, is he really who he is, or is he not really who he is? And it's this back and forth that really kind of makes women feel alive. So when you look at like daytime TV, when you look at books like 50 Shades of Grey, when you look at romance novels, when you look at anything that is sort of like titillating for women, like movies, media, music, that kind of stuff, it's usually something that says like, is he going to cheat, right? Is he a cheater? Is he not a cheater? Is he who he says he is? Does he really make this money, or is he just like a sandwich artist at Subway, right? I mean, that's the trying to figure that out. There's nothing that is more self-satisfying for women than to believe that she's figured out a guy using her feminine intuition. That's the difference between a guy who's boring and a guy who is like perfect and dutiful and essentially boring, not as exhilarating, and the guy who's unpredictable. There is a definite excitement in the guy who's unpredictable because she still has to try to figure that guy out. Right. The guy who's dependable, the guy who's always there, the guy who's faithful, who's loyal, who's always going to be there. There's a security in that guy, but he doesn't provide the same kind of chemical high, the chemical rush that women get when they're going with the guy who is the fun guy. And so you'll notice that a lot of, when women say, oh, I want the guy who's exhilarating and fun, it's usually women who are in their younger years, right? When a woman gets to be about 29, 30, 31 years old, that's when, I'm going to cash in my chips here a little bit and look for the guy who's more dependable, because now we're getting out of the sexual marketplace and we're getting into the security, like long-term security years. So what you want right now at say 19, 20, 18 to 28, let's just say in that 10-year span there, that's going to be a lot different than the guy that you're looking for when you get to be 29, 30, 31 years old, because then you're looking for dependability and long-term security.
Wow. Don DeMarco?
Yep, absolutely, man.
Ladies, that is why. Okay, Zuby.
What's up?
Question for you, bro.
Go for it.
So, in the current dating market, right, from what you've seen so far, like, is it true for most, your opinion, right? For most women, they look over most guys because they want certain, traits, or what's your opinion on that fact? Like, from what they said so far regarding guys that they choose, the height, the requirements.
What am I thought, man? Can you be slightly more specific? I feel like that's such a general. So it's too general for me.
So let me ask you this then.
Go for it.
For you, right? How has it been dating for you? Is it like, okay, because of your fame now, is it a little bit easier dating girls, or is it like a lot harder from before?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, so for pretty much most of the last 5 years, I was actually in a long-term relationship. So I'm actually like relatively recently single, and things have come up a lot since the last time I was single. So
Mm-hmm.
I've certainly sort of come up and been like, oh, things are different now. Girls are sliding into my DMs and like from all over the world, and stuff is certainly different. So
the blue check helps.
Yeah, I've had the blue check. I've had the blue check for almost 10 years, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had the blue check for
On
almost
Instagram?
10. Instagram maybe like 3 years.
Okay.
I think Twitter and Facebook
Yeah.
for like 10.
Yeah. I meant on Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram. Yeah. But yeah, so you definitely see the status at play there, because obviously, you know, I'm the same guy doing the same thing just on a bigger level. And obviously I think the money is somewhat implied with that. So yeah, you see that. And I think this is one of the weird things, because when you're on that trajectory, you have a lot of concerns that perhaps the average guy does not. Right? It's like, okay, if a girl is showing me signs of interest, is it just because she's heard such and such about me, or thinks like, okay, cool, this guy is, you know, making good money and is going to, you know, make a lot more or whatever? Or is it because, okay, they just fundamentally like who I am and what I do? And I think that's a sort of danger for men who have some level of fame or status or money or whatever.
High value.
Yeah. There's always that question once you reach that level of, okay, what is it that's attracting these women to me, and is that the right thing?
Awesome. There you go.
Cool. We'll finish this round and then I will read the super chats.
You sure you want?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Let's go finish this round.
Okay. So once again, looks, money, status in order, and then how much a year, and then how tall.
First of all, stop hating on me just because I have face tattoos. Because y'all can never, ever be in my position and win like me with 5 face tattoos. Anyways, I would go with status first and foremost, because I want to know where your head's at and what you're doing with your life. And that, you know what I mean, your status shows a lot. That shows whether people got respect for you or not. You know what I mean? I would say money, just to know that you can not take care of me, take care of your own house and home, at least your family, if that's your obligation. And then, you know what I mean, looks is last. I like ugly niggas. I like them fine ass ugly niggas. I like being the pretty one, like being a pretty little bad bitch, and you just show me up. I love that. Y'all can talk. Y'all can hate me all day for my tattoos, but I elevated to a point to where I'm so comfortable with myself that y'all can't tell me shit. And I love it. I love it though. It's like I'm getting the most attention because I got my tattoos and my red hair and all this whoop de whoop. So good. Keep it coming.
Whoop de whoop.
Keep it coming. Keep the whoop de whoop coming.
All right.
Awesome. So would it be fair to say that money plays a much larger part in your
I get my
attractiveness?
own money.
Status.
It's about what do you want to do now and 5, 10, 20 years from now?
Okay.
Are you gonna be the same nigga?
Can you let me finish the question? All I was asking was, because you said looks don't really matter. I'll date a guy that's ugly. That's fine. But how does he compensate for that? Is it through finances? Is it through?
It's through being yourself. I'm 25 years old.
Being
I'm to
yourself.
a point where, yes, I actually want a real, like, I'm to the point where, damn, do I need to go on Christian Mingle?
Right.
Black people meet? Because I didn't stop stripping. I didn't stop. Like, I used to escort back in the day. All that shit. I lived every life y'all could think of. Drug dealing, all that. I'm not going to lie. But I don't do none of that no more for a reason. I'm a business owner now. And I consistently been on my shit. I consistently been on my shit.
Okay. So
yeah, you already know. You already know. We're
on.
not gonna play that card because we can pull cards right now.
She said Christian
What?
Mingle.
Huh? Pull cards. What are you talking about? What do you? What?
This nigga is the biggest member of seekingarrangement.com.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Yes.
And we all know that. Exactly.
Yes.
Same shit.
Yes.
Exactly.
I have talked about it multiple times that you should use that today.
Exactly.
You should use it.
You use that as a tool to learn, to get in the minds of motherfuckers that are more successful than you. Ain't no one. No.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
You use that as a tool. For me personally, as a woman,
Okay.
I don't sit there. I don't go to a guy and be like, oh, money. How did you get to be so successful? Give me tips. It's not about girls who will sit there and have tricks and sugar daddies and they'll just fuck for their money. No, bitch, figure out how the man got rich. Like, try to get tools and life lessons, real shit.
Okay. So
you don't gotta sell your ass to get smart.
So hold on. First and foremost, there is no pulling cards because I've openly spoke about using that website today.
Well, I'm
multiple
not
times.
a fan. Like,
There's no. Hold on. Let me finish.
I'm not an avid user of this
Let me
stuff,
finish. So nice attempt, but I've told guys many times.
No, it's
I've
no
openly.
attempt. It's no attempt.
No.
I'm just saying I don't watch this show all the time.
You need to stop.
I don't watch the show.
You need to stop. And let me finish because you're being extremely disrespectful right now.
How?
Because you said, "Let me pull your card." Number one, I have openly stated multiple times on multiple YouTube channels you should use it to date. Just don't trick on it. Okay.
Me too.
That's number one. I've told guys that all the time.
Yeah.
Number two, if you want to pull cards, you're the one that needed a fucking Lyft payment to get you over here. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're going to be rude about that and try to pull some cards, let's do it for real. You're the one that was begging in money paid. All right, that's cool. But you know what? At this point, now you're going to get up and you're going to leave the premises.
That's
because
no
you're extremely
problem.
disrespectful. You're being loud and obnoxious, and you're hurting the quality of the show.
That's fine. If you can't take my opinion, that's on
Your
you.
opinion is extremely disrespectful, and it's hurting the quality of the show. So
That's
I'm going to
fine.
respectfully
I'd
ask you to get up
rather
and
leave
leave.
and go smoke.
Okay.
Ooh, he's mad. Best he got exposed for us again.
All right.
Not at all.
So,
We've openly said it multiple times.
Yeah. So are you so irritated about it?
No, because you're.
I said that, and that's trigger part.
All right. So this is a great show, guys.
Is it over?
No.
Right. No.
I'm
We're just getting started.
You think the show gonna stop because like
I love my
people
bestie,
having
but
a
she's
Now we have some more
crazy.
room.
Hold on, let me. She's like, I love my bestie, but she's crazy. Period. Like it never happened.
www.slwjnz.net.
Do it.
Go check on the
Get it, baby.
boys.
Dragon Town.
Anybody want to play
Dragon
Hangman?
Okay. This is so awkward. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
No, he has to stay.
I think
Gabby, we'll be back. We're going downstairs because I'm not gonna go downstairs by myself. I'm gonna go use the restroom. And go
There's a
smoke.
bathroom downstairs.
It's up to True what he wants to do. He's a grown
all right,
man.
guys. So yeah, we're like in intermission right now because we're
Yo,
in a standstill.
Listen. We got a short run. If you got to go too, it's fine.
Oh, I don't have to go.
Okay. Well,
No,
she's not
she's
welcome
fine.
here anymore, so she's got to leave.
It's up to True if he wants to leave or stay.
Yeah, she's-
You should play Truth or
Come on, man,
Dare.
We got to get the show going.
Like super chat version though. $10. Take your bra off.
Hashtag the True.
That's a Patreon.
Hi,
That's a
Dad.
Patreon
I'm not doing
version.
that.
Hey.
I'm not.
I just rededicated on
Well,
Sunday. You know what I mean?
Whoever puts $250 in the super chat. I don't know what I would do.
All this
I have
drama is
nothing to
making me
offer.
thirsty. Me too.
Yo,
Like,
I saw this coming, man, from a mile away.
oh, I knew it was gonna
People were
happen.
calling
I
that
did
in the
too,
chat.
I
but
knew it was
I'm
gonna
Knew
happen.
it.
That's my best friend. I already knew.
shit.
You on your own, bestie? It's okay. I already knew. I have the fourth.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Follow me
so
on Instagram at Miami
we just
Brett.
had the first Frank Castle, and it's like, yo, like,
Good thing
World record.
I'm
Nah,
just trying
I think
to
that's crazy.
promote my
Cancellation.
music.
Yo.
Miami Brett. Miami
that was
BRAT.
crazy.
I tried, man.
Just trying to expose
I
what?
tried.
Gotta do what
We
you
said all
gotta
the time
do.
on the show.
Yeah, we said it before. We told guys to do that, to use it. So I'm like, whatever. But
It was the GTA comments.
she
for
was the
me.
one. Yo, Chris, if we're gonna,
The GTA.
bro, she literally told Chris, "Oh, I got no money. Please cash out me some money so I could get out there." And I'm like, bro, like, fine, we got you. But like, if you're gonna come in and try to like talk smack, then let's play this game. You know. Oh, I see the FBI commented in the chat. This is
FBI's in
someone
here.
with an FBI emblem came in. I knew it. Okay, so let's hit these super chats real quick.
Yeah.
Chris, you there?
He's in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom. All right,
Okay,
so continue on.
So I guess we're gonna skip her then because she's not here anymore. But Slow Gems,
Well done,
Go.
Chris. Well done.
could you give us looks, money, status, and then from there height and then how much a year?
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say money, looks, then status, height, 5'8" and up. Money, 75K and up.
Okay. And then for you?
So for me, it'll be status, looks, and then money.
Why?
Why? Because what will make me initially attracted to somebody without knowing them is their status, is how social they are, is what they do, if it's something that I feel like I'm compatible with, something that interests me off the bat, just knowing about their status is gonna make me want to be like, hey, I want to get to know you. And then if they're attractive, then of course I'm gonna want to get to know them. And that's gonna really make me want to get to know them. And then and then money is
A plus.
a plus. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we'll hit the super chats real quick.
And then how much a year, and then hotel?
Oh, okay. So how much a year? Probably about the same, 75. I mean, I would say 100, but
Nah, say 100.
Do what you gotta do.
Bro,
bro.
we gotta have them write it on a piece of paper and then reveal
Residual
it at the end,
income.
because they're
I
gonna
know,
go off what
right?
everybody else said.
We don't shame people for what they want.
what I really want is I want 100K.
That's fine.
And height, I'm 5'5", so I want somebody to be at least a couple inches taller than me. I would say like
5'11".
5'9". I can handle that. If I wear heels, it's okay if they're a little bit shorter than me. I rarely ever end up with a guy that's like 6'1", and usually they're toxic. So
Toxic. Okay.
Fair enough. All right. Okay, so we'll hit some of these super chats real quick because they were flying in, guys. Appreciate all the donations. I'm gonna read 25 and no, sorry, it's 40 and up, right? Yeah, 40 and up. So okay, we got KS. Okay, senior muffin top. This girl with red hair looks like McQueen's fingers after eating those hot Cheetos. Oh shit.
Is that me?
yesterday.
Yeah, from yesterday's show. KSG03, $100. Thank you so much for that.
He's a YouTuber.
Hey, thank you to you. And then Demigod Jones, Castle is on the prowl tonight. Guys, I was trying to be patient, man, but she just kept like cutting people off and being annoying, and I was like, damn, I tried my best.
I feel like you're killing it right now.
I try, Will.
DL Saint,
Seriously.
what's good, fam? Respect to Rolo and Zuby. Thanks for introducing me to Zuby. I'm digging his content. The Castle is coming tonight. My money is on red with the tattoos. Love to Maya and Sunny.
Oh, he called it.
Yeah, there's your money.
Don called it.
A bunch of people called it, man.
Don called it.
I didn't want see because I knew that's what they were gonna say, and I was like, no. Let's see what we can do here. But I don't know. I sense a Frank Castle coming from GTA Chick. LOL. 3 days in a row. Fresh Fan Rolo. Y'all are the best. Thank you for what y'all do.
Guys,
Thank
by
you.
the way, the video will be on Patreon after this.
Yes.
So
don't worry, we recorded it. Khalees Ash, $50. Love the podcast. Y'all are true leaders in this day and age. Congratulations on success. 2 million for y'all is on the way. 100. Quick question for Rolo. Do you think that young ladies who have a great relationship with their fathers make great wives?
No. It depends because
Well, guys, they asked
Either
Rolo.
way it goes.
They asked Rolo. They didn't ask the
Rolo,
girls.
could you make it short?
It depends on what that relationship consists of. Really, is like what? It's very ambiguous when people say like, "Well, what if she has a really great relationship with her?" Well, I don't know what that looks like. Does that look like the guy's like a beta chump simp who does everything, like buys her a pony whenever she wants the damn pony? Is that a good relationship, or is it like he prompts her in the right direction, or is the example of the alpha guy that he would want to have as his son-in-law later on? Is that the example he set for 18, 20, 30 some odd years, so that's what she's like organically, naturally following? Or is it like just give her everything she wants? So it kind of depends on what your definition of that is, but generally yes, but it just depends on what the parameters are.
Please specify if you want to.
Very ambiguous. Well, people always want to, because everybody wants to say, well, it's daddy issues. They'll blame everything on daddy issues. It's like, no, I mean, what's the example that has been set? Like in a 2-parent household where there's a mother and a father still there together, the mother sets the example for femininity and the father sets the example for masculinity. And if that guy sets a very weak beta chump example and mom runs the house, well, is that he was there? He's still a good father, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's still a chump though. So it kind of, I don't know. It just depends on the guy.
Okay.
It depends on the situation.
Okay. Joshua Kimber, fantastic answer. I told you Blanca ain't answering the questions. I did not want to say it's time for Frank Castle, but I seen that about a spark off from a mile away. Blanca, roll her behind out of here. Yeah. I mean, guys, I tried, bro. I've been like working on my patience a lot, but you have to give her the get her out of here. And then $100 from Thomas Lair. Note to the women: a valuable man already has his assets in check and is not worried about what you bring. He's already focused on his assets to support him first, and then he might toss you tips, but don't expect them. Okay, thank you. Cool. And then let's see here. Peach 3000. I've been watching for 15 minutes, and as soon as I tuned in, I knew the tattoo face girl was going to get Frank Castle. Mr. No Shit Myron Gaines still undefeated. Come correct, ladies. This is not a game. The man takes knots for Christ's sake. And then Freshest Feet, $40.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Fresh and Frank, Sonya Blade on Tuesday.
Fresh and Frank.
Bebop and Rocksteady yesterday. Now Blanca from Street Fighter. Thank you for allowing me to relive my childhood all in 1 week. We got you, bro.
Whose feet are those, nigga?
And then DL Saint, I knew it all. LOL. I'm scheduled to be in the Dade tomorrow, but that storm may keep me away. Yeah,
it's storming.
guys.
Definitely will. Yeah.
Thank you
This
for taking
weekend.
care of that, Myron. Love you guys and Rolo. Have to check out Zuby. Don't like the quality of the show with people being disrespectful like that. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And I'll address that here in a second for you guys. Good. $40. Love from the Florida Keys Fresh and Fit podcast. We're doing God's work. Shout out to the Rolo. Your books changed my life. Absolutely, guys. Go pick up a copy of the Rational Mail.
Try to stay dry during the storm.
Oh, that's what he said. Okay, we're caught up. So, guys, here's the thing, man. I didn't want to kick her out, but she just kept over talking people. I noticed every time when someone was making a comment, hell, you were just trying to say what you wanted, and she kept like interjecting. And for those of you guys out there, we've talked about it many times, me and Fresh. I don't know what she's trying to say. I'm going to pull y'all a card. We tell you guys, use Tinder, use Bumble, use SA, use every single website to meet girls, bro. And talk to girls out at the mall, talk to girls at the club. You got to use all different avenues, guys. Because remember, dealing with women is sales. You are only as strong as your leads. You can't close deals unless you get leads. So leads come from various sources, Tinder, online dating, Instagram, etc. Right? Cold approach.
Instagram.
Then you take those leads, move them into dates. From dates, then you move into sex. That's how it works, guys. That's the game for men. You got to use volume as your best friend, okay? So I don't know what she was trying to say with that, but my biggest thing was she kept over talking me, and I was going to actually rationally explain, actually, you guys should be on that website if you have money. Like, what the hell are you doing? The key is you don't spend money and pay girls to hang out with you. You don't trick. You don't trick, guys. That's the thing. Here's the other thing, too, for some of you guys that might not know this. A lot of those websites have, like, lawyers, doctors, very successful women that just want to date someone on their level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. That's another reason why some girls go on. Obviously, you deal with some chicks like that sometimes, some crazy chicks, but you can also meet some pretty successful women on there.
Yep.
But guys, the lesson here, work volume. That's how you get girls. Okay,
cool.
Going back. Sorry.
So just real quick, Rolo, Zuby, you have a question for the panel at all?
Yes,
Anything
guys.
You ask the
Turn it
girls?
to you guys.
Oh, you go.
This
You
your shot.
You haven't gone yet. You got to go.
And then next turn, you guys can ask questions to the guys on the panel. Cool.
Okay. All right. Let's ask a serious question. What are your thoughts on marriage, and if you plan to do it, when you plan to do it?
All right, we'll start here.
Okay. So anyone who watched last week knows that I'm a single mom, or a co-parent, as some people like to correct me. I think marriage is cool as long as everything in the relationship is working out, but I don't think it should be forced. If you're dating with intention and the intention is to get married, then I think that's amazing. However, I don't think marriage should be the end all be all for everyone, because I don't think it's in everyone's path of life.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. Yeah.
So for you, it's possible.
It's possible if I find the right person, but it's not something that I'm actively looking for. I'm a mom of 2 toddlers, so right now all I'm focused on is being their mother and being active in their lives. So dating for me, it's like no one's even going to come around my kids in general, because they're not my priority at the moment. So for me, marriage it's a possibility, but you have to understand that you're never going to be the first thing in my life ever.
Do you think that would be different if you didn't have kids?
If I didn't have kids, I think I would be more focused on career at the moment. You know, I'm 26 years old. I think that, you know, it's important for us to establish ourselves. I think life experience has taught me that it's important for you to establish yourself and focus on yourself before you focus on, in my opinion, a relationship is worrying about the opinions and the emotions of someone else. And I think you're at this time and the way that the world looks, I don't think worrying about someone else's emotions is important until a lot later on in life, to be honest. So it really depends on your outlook. You know, my goal is not to ever just go off and look for someone to get married to. I was put here to enjoy life, and I'm going to enjoy my life the way that I think I should. So until it happens, you know, nature will tell me if it's time.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I definitely believe in marriage. I feel like I want to live my life until it's that time. I'll know when it's that time. I want to fully like grow into the woman I'm supposed to be, and I'm going to wait till God brings that person that's meant for me. You know what I mean? Until then, I'm just going to be doing what I do. I'm going to be taking pictures. You know, I want to start a business. you know, I'm gonna keep rapping. I'm gonna be in the studio a lot. Like what I do on the regular, like that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then when it's time for me to get married to someone, then that's gonna be my time, you know, until my type comes around.
So you'll change when he comes around.
No, I'm not gonna change when he comes around. I mean, I'm pretty like
most women don't marry their type though.
It's interesting. Why do you think that is?
Because I think most women in the beginning, they're chasing the ambitious guy or the guy who's not so nice, somebody that they think that they can fix. And I think later on they realize they can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed, so they end up settling for a nice guy. That's how I see it. I think women will settle for a nice guy and end up getting married to a nice guy, but in the beginning they're chasing a man that they think that they can fix. But you can't fix someone.
How do you define a nice guy? Because sometimes that's used as a compliment and sometimes almost as a
so I understand that I've told someone that they're a nice guy and they took it like it was the most insulting thing in the world. So I totally understand that.
You're a good boy.
I totally understand why saying that someone is a nice guy, because saying that you're nice means that you're a little bit more submissive, and men do not want to be submissive whatsoever. So telling a man that he's nice, you know, it's better to call them a gentleman than to say that they're a nice guy. If you're gonna call someone nice, but I think it is somewhat of an insult because it makes a man feel like he's less manly than he actually.
I would argue it's not that he feels submissive or it's he's not manly. It's more of what you're basically telling the guy is, hey, listen, you are not arousing, and I see no sexual future with you.
You will never see me naked.
So
horrible.
That's what I wouldn't say submissive or whatever. It's more that you're openly rejecting any type of sexual advance from him, and you've basically told him you don't qualify as a potential sexual partner. You only qualify as a friend to share my platonic time with.
As a woman gets older, they get tired of trying to fix somebody. And I think at this point in our lives, women need to stop trying to fix a man and just, you know, actually enjoy the people that are in their presence. Most women are trying to fix someone, and that's just the honest truth. You get with a man, you're trying to fix him, or you're trying to, there's something about him that you're trying to grow out of and fix him.
You're trying to mommy him.
Yeah, you're
literally
trying to.
why I'm single. Like, I don't want to fix anybody. I don't want to babysit anybody. I don't want none of that. Like, I just really want to be single. Like, I'm actually like really good where I'm at. Like, it's nothing to it. I like being single, and I like not having to worry about if I'm getting cheated on. I feel like when the right person comes, the right person is gonna come. Like, that's really how I see it.
That's funny. They're gonna come.
Both ways.
All right.
All
What
right.
about you?
So ask the question one more time so I can.
Marriage.
He has a question.
All right.
What are your thoughts on marriage? Do you want to get married eventually?
Well, for me, like my parents, they divorced, and my daddy is so happy with his new wife. And my mama is happy being content. So I don't believe it's for everybody. I believe every, generation, it makes you feel a certain way towards marriage. This new generation, I think, is a little bit different, where we've seen all our parents be getting divorced, and what goes on. We still want them to be happy. So what I care about is happiness. I personally don't care if I get married or not. The same if I have children or not. I'm almost 28 years old. If I don't have children, I don't have children. So I feel the same with marriage. Like if I don't get married to the man I want to be with, then I'm not going to get married. But I will be with somebody for, 10, 20, 30 years. I don't need to have a, label on it,
The contract.
I don't have to have the contract because it actually might work better without it. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I do. In the next few years, want to get married. And I believe in getting a prenuptial agreement and having 2 separate bank accounts. And then there was another part that I was going to add to it, but I totally forgot. Somebody said something about waiting for the right person to come around. In my opinion, from what I've learned and what I've read, relationships are behaviors, and you have to keep, what's the word? Like conditioning yourself to get better at it. And when you say these things like wait until the right person comes around, you're pretty much setting yourself up to be past the age where you're going to be preferred by men. What do we call that? The sexual marketplace.
You mean the wall?
Like I'm in the danger zone, right? Like I'm 26. Like so 23 and 25, 28. So that's
The prime for women.
Yeah, but like guys that are 45, they go for that age range. Like men, it doesn't matter, right? So if I decide I'm just gonna wait and work on my career, I'm gonna get old.
Yeah, men are allowed to
You
get
know?
ugly.
Yeah, that's where it kind of it sucks when it comes to evolutionary biology, because it's set up kind of better for men in that aspect, which is why you guys should always be
I don't think
leveling
any
up.
of-
There's no rush for men.
That's
but
true.
Yeah, but
for women there is, but there's also no such thing as a biological
Period.
clock. So freeze your eggs.
I respectfully disagree.
No, I'm
I feel like
serious. There's
it's not this
research on
complicated.
it.
It's just like when they
There's
come, they come.
social pressure, if that's what you're talking about, like everybody having
The
babies.
selection's gonna be different.
Women can't get ugly. Men can get ugly.
No, I'm talking. Are we talking about the
So,
biological clock, or
yeah,
like
so
in general?
you said the biological time clock does not exist.
It doesn't
and I
exist.
said I respectfully disagree that it actually does exist for women, and it's you have less of a window than you think you do. But go ahead, you were making a claim why you think it does.
I was saying, if you think of it as like a social thing where women are around the same age, 31, 32, they're seeing everybody getting married, having babies. I could see that as being the pressure.
Okay.
But internally, there's no such thing.
So you're arguing that it is not biological time clock; it's more of a mental time clock, and a social pressure.
Social.
So-
I wouldn't say mental, but I guess it could turn mental. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because obviously when
Yeah.
women get to a certain point in their life where they're 29, 30, and they start to, as
Yeah.
Rolo says, the epiphany phase. I'll respectfully disagree with you, because by the time a woman reaches age 30, like 80, 90% of her eggs are gone. And
Yeah.
then by the time she's 35, her ability to have children is significantly compromised. And every year after 30, her ability to bring children to term drops precipitously. So I respectfully disagree that there is
Conceiving
a
at
biological
that
time clock 100% on women.
Here's
After
the
35, it's unsafe.
here's
I
the bio,
think
here's the biological realities of this. Okay, so there is a biological clock, but it is like your fertility window when you are right around, say, 18 to about 26 years old. If there is a biological clock, that's when it is. That's when most women gave birth much earlier than
Yes.
that in our ancestral past. So is there a time where a woman who is not on hormonal birth control, where she would be her most fertile and she is in her most physical top prime? That's why I kept saying, the peak sexual market value years for women is about 22, 23 years old today, right? It might have been earlier in the past. Yes, I get that. I'm making, concessions for that right now. So if there is a biological clock, it happened way before 30.
Yes.
Way before 30. Because if you go and you look at the just the statistical evidence and the biological evidence, as just like you were saying, every year after 30, it becomes that much more difficult for women to actually conceive
Yes.
and carry a child to term within like that
in a healthy
safely,
manner. Yes.
Safely.
Without
So if
birth
there
effects.
is and so what she's talking, and I know where you're gonna go with
No,
this,
you-
because
maybe
a lot
you
of
do.
because a lot of women will say, I'm not getting any older. 29 to about 31 years old, that's when everybody wants to settle down, cash their chips in, and say, I got my biological clock is ticking. I got to find the right guy. I'll settle for the nice guy. That was actually going to be my question.
No.
But so I'll settle for the nice guy. Yeah, you don't want to, but that's where most women do settle
It's
for
reliable.
those.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So
Well,
there
we'll
is
give you an opportunity.
There
Don't
is.
worry.
I'll hold. Yeah, hold
Yeah.
that thought.
I'm-
Hold that thought.
I got it. I'm holding
Okay,
it.
so
really hard.
So biological clock is usually, like, women are taught that their biological clock should click in right around 29, 30, 31 years old, because that's when everybody, all their friends are having babies and whatever else. But it's also happens to coincide with the time where women have to cash out of the sexual marketplace, because the next crop of 22-year-olds is coming into the sexual marketplace, and their ability to consolidate on guys that they want to get with, the ones that they're trying to lock down, becomes less and less and less. So every year after 30, it becomes more and more difficult. So it's like there is a social pressure that we call the biological clock right there. And that's what we sell. That's what's called a social convention that we sell to women, saying, this is when you got to do it. Okay. So the party's almost over. The lights are almost going to come on at the club. You better grab the right guy and get out of the club quick before the party's over. That if there's a biological clock, that's the social understanding of the biological.
Go ahead.
So when I was saying, which I think you just answered it, but I held on to it really
Go ahead,
hard.
go ahead.
So, okay, the biological clock, what my understanding of it was before I said the social stuff was that there's this thing that goes on inside of you, like biologically, that you have to have kids. You even if you
Maternal
did
instinct.
yeah, right. So when I was saying to Myron that it was a social thing, I was just saying that the thing inside of you, like a biological inkling, maternal instinct doesn't exist.
But there's a fertility window, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Correct,
there's-
but that's
if you're not ready-
separate.
So
okay.
I
That's
see
what
what's
I
going on
thought.
here. I see what's going on here. She's conflating the biological time clock with the fertility time clock. What we're simply saying that the biological time clock applies to all avenues. You being able to bring a child to term in a healthy fashion with the lowest risk of some type of issue is it's increased the longer you wait. And by the time you're 30, you've lost the majority of your eggs. And by the time you're 35, you bringing a child to term in a healthy fashion is almost zero. It's very slim. So all we're saying is that there is a biological time clock. I get where you're going. You're like, well, there's not necessarily, I guess, I don't get the baby rabies. Okay, that you can say that. You know.
I think
but-
that's important for people to know because they think it exists.
Well, here's the thing.
I get what you're saying. though.
Like that's a feeling.
Yeah.
This baby rabies thing is a feeling.
Yeah.
However, let's talk about the fact. The fact is, by the time you're 30 and onward, your ability to bring children to term is significantly reduced. That is the biological fact. Freezing eggs does not necessarily help you. You're paying $10,000-$20,000 to throw a dart in the dark, essentially, and you might or might not hit target. So,
Exactly.
And the other thing too is I will say this: we have so many social conventions out there to make women feel better for their bad decisions when it comes to family. We tell women, chase your career, make money, get the bag, etc. We tell them everything except, hey, you might want to cash your chips early when you're at the most beautiful and you can get the best value guy you can and have a child while you're still in your youth. We tell women, no, push it back. It's okay. Because when you lie, what happens? Women buy. Women are the consumer base. Women are far more impressionable. You guys control 80% of the market. You guys make the most purchases. So there is an economic incentive to tell women to hold off on family and children because we know this is a fact that when people are single, they spend far more money than when they're in a family. Sorry, go ahead.
I was also gonna say, I feel like men also want you to have the kids. I feel like merch. Yeah, I think the men really want you to have the kids early too, because as you get older, it's harder for you to go back to looking the way that you looked before having the kids. I had 2 kids in 1 year, shamelessly, I will admit that. And honestly, my biggest
What's wrong with that?
My biggest fear was blowing up like a balloon.
Okay.
You look good.
So I actually took care of myself while I was pregnant, but I also had both kids at 22 years old. So I was able to make sure that I retained and went back to that weight that I was before. Otherwise, I would be considered lazy, right? Because I'm young, I can go back to where I was. Not everyone has that privilege, but my body and my metabolism.
I didn't think about that. That's another good point that you're able to recover from pregnancy at a faster rate when you're younger.
When you're older, your body holds on to weight a lot longer. And obviously we know that men are not fond, not all men, some men, BBW community, but some men do not like the way that a woman looks. And that's how I feel like a lot of relationships go downhill after the baby. And if you have a baby late, men start to become slightly unattracted with the fact that you're not losing that weight right away as you get older.
As they should, though.
Honestly, it depends on your metabolism and the woman, but I do know men in general. I feel really bad for women who can't lose the weight as fast as they could, but
that's just a lack of discipline.
It is a disciplinary thing, but it's also genetics.
Down to, you're right. Like, yes, metabolic capacity does play into it, and your metabolic capacity does go down as you age. But that is not excuse to be fat because because a caloric deficit, all you have to do to lose weight is put yourself in a caloric deficit and sustain it for a prolonged period of time. The problem is this: people don't want to be held accountable for their poor decisions. They don't want to track calories. They don't want to track macros. They don't want to weigh their food out. They just want to be able to eat McDonald's and pray to God that they're going to lose weight.
A man will lose his attraction towards his woman after the baby's born because she's too busy focused on the baby and not on herself or on keeping herself, which is totally understandable. But unfortunately, it's the reality of the truth. A lot of men will lose their attraction after the baby's born. And that is the failure among start to branch itself out and start to look into other women and stuff like that.
Women initiate most of the breakups.
Women do initiate most breakups, but if somebody is unattracted with you, they're going to look in and they're But a lot of people are going to look into
A
their
man
temptation.
exercising options and having sex with other women is not the same as a woman exercising options. Well, cheating in her case.
Well, in general, I'm talking about like a woman gaining weight after pregnancy as she gets older. I feel like she might lose the attraction of her man, unfortunately. And that's what may get him to branch off and to look into other options, i.e. go to maybe strip clubs or things like that he's not.
My argument is that that's not a big deal. Like I've said it before on the podcast personally, and anecdotally, I don't have evidence to back this up, so it is what it is. But one woman can never quench a man's insatiable thirst for sex. She can't, because men like different shapes, sizes, colors, etc. You look at a music video, a rap music video, hip hop music, reggaeton. You go in a VIP in a club. They have an assortment of different women, different shapes, colors, and sizes. Guys like to try different things. It's like being in a candy store, right? So, I think one of the biggest mistakes women make thinking about men is that, hey, I can satisfy him myself sexually. You will never be able to do it. So instead of trying to satisfy him sexually, you need to satisfy him from other needs.
Spiritually, emotionally.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well,
it's a man, so I don't know about that. But
being his assistant to help him operate at 100, because by himself he's going to operate 100%. But then you coming in allows him to operate at 105%, and that extra 5% gives him the edge with other competition with other men. That's when a woman becomes an indispensable asset to that man, because he cannot operate at full power to beat his competition without her by his side. That's how women keep men around. It's not through sex. One of the biggest mistakes women think is I'm going to keep a guy through sex. You know, so that's my personal opinion on it. I don't have that's anecdotal. I don't have studies for that one, but
I think even if you help the man's pockets grow, he might you don't have that guarantee of him only being still.
Because then he might get bitter while you're making more money.
But remember, ladies, sexual loyalty is not the same. Men and women look at loyalty very differently.
Yeah.
Your loyalty is by not having sex with other men. Our loyalty is not providing security to another woman.
That I understand.
I would delete my social media for him.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
just want to make it clear.
There you go.
I won't.
Zuby.
Yeah, but he'll have a whole fake page searching everyone
Hold on,
up.
Zuby. Zuby, do you ever want to be married? Or what are your thoughts on marriage for yourself?
Yeah, but guys view
I'm
social
definitely gonna get
media
married.
differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I want to have at least 5 kids too, but I'm getting married first.
Same woman.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. No, I'm
Okay.
I'm a traditionalist, man. I'm not on
Yeah,
all this
that's
new
awesome.
age crap.
Yeah, I want 5 baby mamas.
No.
5 different babies.
Okay. Gosh, no. I'm like a combination of, like, you know, modernism and tradition. You know, my family's originally from Nigeria, from a very big family, one of 5 kids. My dad's one of 11. My mom is one of 6 or 7. Like,
Damn.
we're straight edge, straight down the line. Everybody gets married, marriage, children.
I love
bang.
it.
Spread
Straight
those
up.
genes.
That's the
I'm
best way
gonna-
to raise a family.
I'm carrying on
Children.
tradition. No cheating. No, none of that. Straight up, one woman. Bang.
I love it.
I love
Slow
It
jam.
comes from the
What
house.
about you?
I totally believe in marriage. Yeah.
When do you want to get married by? Do you know?
I want to get married before I'm 29. Like, definitely.
All right, chat. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, chat.
Right now.
From Maya.
Yeah, please. I
We
want
got
to
a few
get.
years.
My mom had 4 kids. She started at 15. I don't recommend.
Damn.
And she
Don't
she stopped at
recommend.
like 23 or some young fast shit. But basically, I don't want to get mine out the way because, like you said, she was able to snap back, but she did surgery and all types of other things.
I'll
like-
be chilling in my 30s.
and right now, she got a dude that's banking.
Listen,
like
I'm gonna be chilling in my 30s. I'll tell you that much. I got my boy, my girl. I'm vibing. All my 30s and 40s. I'm
Yeah.
chilling.
I
Yeah.
love that.
All right. What about you, India?
So yeah, I definitely do believe in marriage. Kind of like what you said, like I'm in between, you know, with the modern and definitely traditional, but I definitely do believe in marriage and I want to get married.
Awesome.
Cool.
I think with marriage, I mean, look, it's there's no question about it, whether you want to look at studies or just anecdotes or common sense. Like, a child growing up or children growing up in a married 2-parent stable family
Stable.
is the best thing for
Goal.
children and
Yes.
is the best thing for
Indisputable.
communities,
Yes.
society
And
in
it-
general. That's
Indisputable.
not even, it's not up for debate. Whether that doesn't mean absolutely everybody has to do that or people should be forced into it or bullied or shamed or whatever. No. But I think if in a society or look, you can look at any community where that is not the norm, and there's going to be a lot of problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
I think-
Always.
Look at the United States now.
Always.
Any
Any
I think
community. yeah.
right around 50% of children are born out of wedlock. You know, a lot of parents, children nowadays come from single
45.
mother households. 45%. Okay.
45%. And then the other thing I was going to add to this is that the
Sure.
average age, and I just looked this up because we're doing our data for tomorrow's
Yes.
show.
Big show
The
tomorrow.
average age of first birth in the United States is now like 26 or 27
Mhm.
years
Wow.
old,
Wow.
right? Which is
Wow.
the reason I was looking at it is because somebody was asking, I think it was on Twitter or something about like, why do you think that the fertility rate in the United States is so low right now? It's like, and so people were sort of throwing their numbers out, and I went and I looked that up. So that's number one. Number two is the average age of first marriage in the United States. Oh, by the way, average age of first birth in the UK is like 31.
Yeah.
I
You
believe
Oh, wow.
that. That's
people
when my
people
mom
get
started having
people get
children.
married noticeably. I've noticed in the
Yeah.
like a lot of my
Late.
American
When they're
friends.
sure.
Very late.
Yeah, like a lot of my
Exactly, when
American
they're
male
sure.
friends, like who are my age, have like 2, 3, 4 kids.
Right. And then
And in the UK, a lot of my friends like a couple of my good friends
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
like kids. So
No,
it's
my mom
definitely
had
earlier
me
here.
at 32 and my sister at
Mhm.
36, and she looks so young. My dad's 64.
Listen, my
You
mom had
know,
twins at
they
42.
look
Your mom is
bu-
genetically blessed.
She is.
Yeah.
Our family
average age
is.
of first
Right.
marriage in the United States for men is, I believe it's 29.7, and for
not
women
bad.
it's
That
like
sounds
28, 28, 29,
Mhm.
in somewhere in
bad.
that range right there. Which, like, when you look at what we were just talking about, the biological clock, when we tell women, "Hey, just put it off, put it off, put it off, put it off, go get yours, girl, go to college, go do this, go like that. One of the things when Aaron Clary was on this show, the first thing he asked about, very similar to this question, is where on your list of priorities does marriage fall? And every last one of the girls who was on here answered, "Oh, number 4, number 5, number 7, whatever. If it ever happens, if the
Career was number one. Pretty much.
if the clouds part and the angels sing and the light shines down, then I guess we'll get married, right?" And it's like there's no plan, it's not seeing the forest for the trees. Like all they're seeing is like what's next, rather than like where do I want to go and where do I want to be. That's why average age of first marriage is almost 30. That's why average age of first birth is 26, 27, somewhere around there.
For men or for women.
Yeah,
26
average
obviously,
birth is
26,
obviously,
27,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
26,
Also,
27.
right, I just want to say this though, guys. Marriage is a great thing. However, the laws make it unbearable. So
for men. So
for
the
men
incentive
out here,
is
bro,
not there.
I wouldn't do it personally, but if you want
No,
to,
that is
you.
in no way, and this is coming from a guy who's been married for 25 years and in a very good, stable, good relationship for all of that time. I can't, like, people always say, well, I can't believe Rolo, he's against marriage. I'm not against marriage. I'm just against the way we do it now,
The system.
right? That because there is no incentive for men to get married. You have more authority over your life as a man outside of marriage than you will inside of marriage.
The moment that you involve the state into your marriage, bro, you pretty much lose for a guy.
I want to say something real fast because I was thinking about this as you were speaking, Rolo, and this isn't to pick on you. But what I know, because I was talking about the biological time clock and how it does indeed exist with women. There's no disputing it, right? Once a woman reaches 30, her ability to have children drops down. So you were saying that the first births for women right now is 26 to 27?
Somewhere there, yeah.
So here's the other thing. Now, this is speculation. I don't know if there's a study that shows this, but we do know that in the United States, we have record low birth rates.
Yeah.
So if the average age that women are having children is 26 and we still have the lowest birth rates, I would venture to argue that the biological time clock is extremely rare, extremely relevant, and it might be even at an earlier age than women think. We tell common society, 30 years old, man, that's like, get married, have children before 30. That seems to be like the cutoff, but it might be even younger. You know what I'm saying? With the birth rates being so low right now. Record low birth rates right now.
Do you know?
I'm sorry?
I think it might be older.
I think it is if you have
Because-
enough money. If you have enough money.
Well, here's hold on.
I
But
know.
let's look at the data. You
But
just said the average woman right now is
26.
having her child at 26, 27
Mhm.
average. However, we're having the lowest birth rates ever recorded. So if women are averaging 26, 27 having children and the birth rates are low, I mean, it would be a fair idea to conclude that, hey, 26, 27, even at that low of an age, they're still having trouble having children.
But I'm saying
There's
that's
a lot less
taking
marriages nowadays
data
as well.
from
I know.
younger.
It's
and
speculation.
older.
It's speculation. But what
I
I'm saying is
believe
that the birth rates are low. Do you see where I'm
Yeah.
going with
No,
this?
I believe it is from the foods that we're eating and everything.
Okay, you think
But
it's
if you
from
have
food.
enough
Well, it's-
money and you have fertility and you can actually
there's a
go to
lo-
a doctor. I know I have a bunch of fertility friends that weren't able to get pregnant for a while, but they had enough money
Speak to Mike.
and they were able to actually get pregnant in a week
That's a
or
valid
two.
point. Yeah, the
Yeah.
food is
So if you
not
have
as
enough money
Yeah.
and
you-
obesity.
exactly.
Zubi,
Like,
I was
I mean,
gonna say.
obesity too from the foods we eat.
Zubi had a
Yeah,
point.
I was going to say, dude, there's a bunch of factors.
there's a bunch of different
biological, economic, social.
Mhm.
Like there's a whole ton of stuff.
Mhm.
You know, perhaps even political. If you want to talk about marriage laws, etc. Right? The incentives are set up the wrong way. If you wanted to set up a society to encourage people to get married and have children at, you know, a youngish age, then the modern Western world is doing a terrible job.
So I would.
of that.
Here's my conclusion. Then I would say with this data, with you know the food, the obesity rates, everything. Is it fair to say that the biological time clock might actually be sooner than women think of the 30?
Yes, but the
It's crumbling.
technology, if you have enough money, then you
Based
can have it
off
happen.
research.
And that's fucked up to say, but it's the truth.
Okay,
And
take away the money though.
It's fucked up to say, but
For
it's
the
true.
average person.
For the
Oh,
average
so-
person.
Yeah.
So the
Also-
average person can't produce that. But if you have enough money, then yes, it can happen.
We're freezing eggs.
I mean, you don't have to freeze eggs. There's
Just take care of yourself.
The yourself. You don't have to freeze
okay,
eggs.
for quality, eating well,
the quality of
exercising.
life, if you
This
got
is
money,
without
is way
freezing
better.
eggs.
Yeah, the
And
quality of
it's
life.
fucking up to say, but it's the truth.
Yeah, but not everybody lives like that.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why
And I
I'm
was-
saying it's fucked up to say.
I don't believe that it's really zoomed in on fertility. It is, but I also saying sometimes it's a choice and it's more of a behavioral factor as well, because a lot of people on Twitter in real life, homegirls, homeboys, talk about how their parents have all these issues, and people love talking shit about how their parents' marriage ain't shit. So a lot of people aren't really fucking with getting married based off their parents. They assume because what they saw growing up is like destructive. They don't know anything about accounts until they get older and things like that. So it makes a lot of people have a distasteful look at marriage and not want to, because a lot of the parents, they look at mommy and daddy as angels, and over time they see like they're human. So when they choose who they want to get married with or who they want to have kids with, they're a little more selective, because maybe I don't want to give birth to someone who's going to be fucked up because I'm not ready to have a kid because my mom and dad weren't ready.
Exactly.
So a lot of people are like
That's a valid factor as
using
well.
mental health instead of like, you know,
A lot of
wanna-
valid factors. You got something? Go ahead.
Can I piggyback off of Maya? I'm basically just going to say that a lot of people do not even get married these days. There's a lot less marriages in general these days because people have watched their parents go through a lot of unhappy marriages and have realized that that's not something that they want for themselves. So you'll see a lot more people bring kids into this world without getting married. You're going to see a lot less divorces technically, because a lot less people are getting married. And you're starting to notice a lot more people, I guess, have more conscientious relationships at the end of the day, or they'll date without intention. So it's either one or the other. There's a lot less people that are sitting here dating in the middle. And like I had my kids early. I'm at this point, I can honestly say I'm one of those statistics. I'm one of those people that is probably not going to have any more kids at the end of the day. And before I get married, it's going to take a long time to get me into that place.
you had your children way below the average. And Zubi brought, just to piggyback on Zubi's point. Yeah. It's I would say, and thank you for bringing light to it. It's a multifaceted issue where you have economic situations, you have health situations, the obesity rate, the food, the quality of food, etc. But what I'm pretty much I'm saying is that the bottom line conclusion here is we have the lowest birth rates ever recorded.
Yeah, I think
that's the fact. So I would say the biological time. I think there's a possible argument that the time clock, the biological time clock, might actually be sooner than women think, based off of the quality of the food, quality of the air, quality of lifestyle.
What
Yes,
are
of course,
abortion rates
women.
right now?
Of course, women can. There's abortion as well. But that's another factor. Of course, women can like circumvent these issues by being healthy, eating better, etc. But let's be honest. If you take an average person, right? The average person is in the United States. What, 73% of women are obese in the United States?
40. And I just looked this up this
What
morning
is it?
for John from Modern Life Dating. For the obesity rates, it was by country. Japan, by the way, is
Lowest.
like the lowest.
Yeah.
The highest is the United States.
Yeah.
In fact, it is so high they could barely fit the graph on the bars.
What's
on
the
graph.
final
For women? This is obesity. Okay,
Yeah.
this is not overweight. This is people who are clinically morbidly obese.
Yes.
Women, 40% of the U.S. population are clinically obese.
Mm-hmm.
For men, it's about
Wow.
35,
Yeah.
36.
And if you do it with which clinically obese, we're talking like 30, 40 pounds overweight.
That's obese, not overweight.
Yeah.
Like what you're
Overweight,
quoting
it's
is
about
like
70%,
75.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying overweight. So, but being overweight, even to it's still bad for because when you're having a child, you need to be in optimal health to bring that child to term. So they're very interesting. Good.
Real quick, Zubi had a
Yeah,
point.
go
And then
ahead.
super chats
Yeah,
real quick.
go ahead, Zubi.
No,
Please.
I got two interesting points. We've been talking about the USA. You guys should also know that every single country in Europe has a below replacement birth rate
of fertility rates. Yeah,
every single country in Europe, which is a disaster. The US is actually higher than most countries in
And
Europe.
we're still below replacement.
So
Yeah.
Europe as a whole, Italy, UK, Spain, Germany, every single
And you
country.
guys are not as fat as us.
They're in trouble. Yeah.
So we can.
And another big thing, we've talked about women, but I don't know if you guys know this. Here's a scary statistic for you. Every single year in the modern Western world, both sperm count and testosterone levels are dropping by an average of 1% per year.
Male infertility.
1% per year. Do you know
Good
how?
point.
It's scary.
That's insane. Like put that over a couple decades.
1% is a lot of males.
1%.
That is.
But yeah,
so
From the
that's also a
diet.
factor.
There's
and
less men that are
diet,
xenoestrogens,
plastics,
Yo, depopulation,
a
man.
lot of stuff, man.
Depopulation.
That is- it's
at its finest.
depopulation.
Real quick, super chats, real quick.
This is very high IQ conversation.
All right, guys,
ladies.
my mic is working. I figured it out.
Okay,
Let's bring it
awesome.
down.
We got Thomas Lehrer in the house. Note to the women, $100. Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you, brother.
A valuable man already has his assets in check and is not worried about what you bring. He's already focused on his assets, so support him. And then he might toss you tips, but don't expect them. I think that was a rebuttal to Miss Red Hair from before when she was saying, I need an investor.
Yes.
Trey and Chris, pay attention and stop licking your lips. You blokes got 10K viewers. That like meter is looking rather low, fam.
Yeah,
well,
we have 4.1K like
what?
on YouTube.
Yeah. Guys, please like the video. We got 12,000 live viewers right now, by the way. Guys, thank you so much. The quality of the conversation went way up after we kicked out Takashi, aka Stupid. 2 inches is enough. I like how she just told the mother with toddlers she's delusional without telling her she's delusional.
Who called me delusional?
And guys, put one in the chat if you
I
can.
don't think anyone did.
No.
Yeah, guys, give us one in the chat if you guys can hear Chris. Raji, even if you freeze eggs, your chances of bringing a healthy baby to term diminishes exponentially as you get into your 30s and 40s. I'm currently 80K into IVF with my wife, and we are mid-30s. Do not go down this path. Salute to the platform.
Damn.
Holy shit.
In vitro is no joke.
My
you go.
parents
It's not a joke.
did
Cool,
that.
Aaron.
My
I'm
parents-
so-
Okay,
I
everyone
was
can hear
taking
Chris.
a couple tries.
They can hear the peanut butter.
Kalish Ash.
Hey, Khalis Ash. Hey, Zuby. Can we have 6 kids instead? I just like even numbers, and yes, I'm shooting my shot. Okay. Zuby, can you give her your Instagram?
What's your Instagram, Zuby?
Zuby at Zuby Music.
Go ahead and shoot your shot, baby girl.
Shoot your shot.
Ooga Booga, $100. What's up, Zuby? Tell Eric July Ooga Booga said hi. Okay.
Who's that?
Eric July. He's a musician and YouTuber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Oh
Thank
my
you so much.
God.
OJ
OJ
Simpson.
Simpson.
Hey, fellas, it's Juice number 32 checking in. I am definitely fresh and fit. That blonde on the left of Rolo reminds me of a certain somebody. Don't recall her name.
Oh.
No.
That's what she reminds me of.
Hey,
Oh my
Blondie.
God.
It's somebody from yesterday.
Yo, hey, Blondie, how about a date? We would have a swell time. Let me know on Twitter. Holy
Oh,
That's
wow.
OJ's
And chat.
That's OJ.
OJ
I got you guys right.
I don't think she knows what you mean.
Yeah.
Because you're 26, right?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, she's old enough to know, but she might not know. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Look up
Is that
Nicole
the
Brown Simpson.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
OJ?
Oh damn.
Hey, chat. Merch.
Be careful.
Someone
Don't do
made
it.
this
Hey,
profile
hey,
just
hey,
for
hey,
that.
hey.
Yo, someone that came in with the FBI thing. What did they say? I know they said something stupid. We probably missed it, but I
It's
mean,
the gloves.
I know he put it up, but yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, so Rolo, you have a question?
We good.
For the
Oh,
panel?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh, you guys are gonna put me on.
And then,
spot
ladies,
here.
we'll turn it to you guys so you guys can grill us. You
If
got
not, we can have them ask first and then come back to you.
let them ask a question.
All right, ladies, so come up with a question for the panel for the guys.
They haven't asked.
because
Yes.
Rolo didn't do himself justice, ladies. Rolo is he's written many critically acclaimed books.
Yep.
The Rational Male series, where he talks about intersexual dynamics between men and women. A lot of the stuff he talks about is based on empirical fact. Well, actually, he uses all empirical fact to back all his stuff. You know, he talks about the uncomfortable truths between men and women. And we on the Fresh Fit podcast use a lot of his resources to make our arguments. So we got to give homage where it's due. So yeah, he's an expert.
And I'm
when
a
it comes
damn
to
good
this.
actor, apparently. too.
Yeah. So if you guys have a question for him, feel free. But no question is stupid, or no comment is stupid. Well, I take that back. A comment can be stupid. But we've been having some pretty good conversations. So
Yeah.
anyone who wants to go,
Yeah.
we can start here and work our way. Okay, go ahead.
I'll ask.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Hi, Rolo.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, good. I have a question about accountability and
Okay.
women. Why
shit.
is it why do you think women aren't taking accountability nowadays? And no, I can't say that.
Accountability for what?
Just in general.
Just in general.
So when I say in general, I mean let's do the rating 1 through 10 scale.
Okay.
This one's gonna hurt people's feelings. Fuck. Okay, so women are claiming that they're 10s when they're not 10s.
Mhm.
From like Oh my god, I get distracted.
Well, we
too.
just talked
So-
about a minute ago how 40% of women are clinically obese.
But I'm saying women who think they're 10s,
Mhm.
but they bring nothing to the table.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So value added.
Yeah. Do you think they actually have low self-esteem and they're just saying 10? Or do you think that because they've been told they should say that? Or do you think they actually are entitled and think they're 10s?
I think primarily we haven't told like men are not incentivized to tell women the truth, and women are not incentivized to tell each other the
That's
truth
true.
when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So so we're going to talk about physical attraction, physical arousal, whatever however
Yeah.
you want to judge that. I don't think we are nearly as judgmental as we ought to be right now. And I don't think that there is anything wrong with being judgmental. We call it, in fact, just calling it judgmental is like that. Even the term sounds negative. It has negative connotations. If I said men need to be more discerning with women, men, as I was saying before, women, when it comes to like to their instinct, like the female, intuition kind of thing, it's when women are trying to figure out a guy if he's the real deal with their feminine intuition, they're always looking for the accurate cues. Okay. Well, the problem is that women don't do themselves any favors amongst themselves when they are trying to discern those things. And then second of all, men don't have any incentive to tell women the truth because first of all, we live in a gynocentric social order, and what that means is a feminine primary social order. So men don't want to step on anyone, so they want to blow their chances. They don't want, like, what was it? The GSS study where it was like guys between the ages of 18 and 24, 29, something like that, are not getting laid.
Yes.
In this generation,
Men are reporting the lowest levels of sexual activity
well, I mean,
than ever before.
than ever before. But women are not. So women are still getting laid. They're just not getting laid with the majority of the guys right now, because what happens is the guys who get into that situation, there's guys that women want to sort of like use as boyfriend material, and then there's the guys who you meet in the hot guy in the foam cannon party, right? The guy who's like the hot guy in the club that you want to go home with, that's short-term sexual. Women have no more incentive to look. Everyone on this whole panel just said this a second ago, is like their priority for finding the guy to settle down, have kids with, get married with is very, very, very low, right? I want to get mine before the lights come on at the party. Well, the thing is like you're looking for the guy who is a short-term sexual while you are in the time of your life where you can maximize your potential to get that guy. The guys who are trying to get with you, who maybe would make a good long-term partner, they're not going to tell you that you are overweight. They're not going to tell you that that they work at Subway. They're not going to give you the honest cues that I was just telling you. They have like guys amongst ourselves. We will compete with each other for authenticity. Like we will try to say you're fake. He's a phony. That's how guys disqualify each other online right now. He doesn't really have a McLaren. He rented that McLaren. Right? Like I can go and point out, call you out and whatever, haters left and right. But the thing is that when it comes to those honest cues, guys don't have any incentive not to, first of all, present themselves as not who they are, and then second of all, they're not going to tell you that you need to lose weight. They're not going to tell you that statistically, and I'm just going to say this, as bluntly as I can say, statistically, you're in a tough spot right now. Okay. No one says this, because what we try to do is we try to incentivize the beta male blue pill guys to say, oh, you're a single mommy, you're a noble superhero for getting with a single mommy. What you're saying to that guy is that he should sort of sublimate his paternity interests. Like Zuby here was just saying, I want one woman and I want 5 kids, because he's interested in his own paternity. He's not interested in somebody who already has those kids that are already there, biologically speaking. You're not going to hear that anywhere else but from my mouth. I don't have any reason not to tell you that, but other guys who would want to get with you, they don't want to tell you that truth because they don't want to blow their chances.
Most guys who try to get with me will try to use the stepdaddy approach. Like they will try and flirt with me using some sort of masculine, I could be a father to your children, a father figure to your children kind of approach with me. So that's why I was like, I didn't want to cut him off, but I'm like, yeah, a lot of guys, when they do try to flirt with me, they'll flirt with me using my children in not a creepy way, but in a way that they want to show some sort of
As a crutch.
yeah, they try to use it as like, hey,
Stepdaddy game. That's the
you're
first.
probably looking for a stepdaddy, which I'm not, guys. I'm not looking for a stepdaddy, but they'll be like, you're probably looking for a stepdaddy, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that approach as, hey, I would love to buy your kids something for their birthday, or I would love to be around and take you guys out to eat all together.
I will assume the parental investment responsibilities of the guy who wouldn't. Look at me. I'm a superhero. Maybe, and for most guys who are in sort of like what we call the 80%ers, the guys who are like the blue pill kind of beta guys, that is a sexual strategy for them.
Yeah.
I should say that's a reproductive strategy for them, because they figure if they can get in there and take care of your baby daddy's kids, they are going to successfully reproduce with you.
And I will tell you guys, it's very creepy. Please do not do it.
do that.
It's very creepy to use my kids as a way to flirt with me. Use that. Take that how you may. Do not get in my inbox trying to be my stepdaddy, because you will never meet my kids, at least not for years.
Let me put a period on this. So when it comes to accountability, the reason why this format is popular, the reason why Kevin Samuels is popular right now, is because no one is doing that. No one holds women accountable, and it seems outrageous that guys would actually bring a bunch of girls on here and say, you know what? There is no biological clock. You're in your epiphany phase. You're average at best, right? You're a single mom. You've got a tough road to hoe right there. There's to talk about like real issues like this is technically holding women accountable, because it makes them like publicly aware, puts them on a spot to be accountable for the lives that they're living, right? So we just talked about like, where does marriage fit into your sort of life plans right there? Even just asking that question in some formats is like, it's inappropriate. You're not supposed to talk about those things.
Well, a lot of like, and I will say, and I'll keep it 100, a lot of men do want to get babied, like, or at least they want a certain amount of attention at the end of the day. And because I'll never be able to provide that attention to them, because I do have kids that require most of my attention, and that's all that matters to me. A lot of people do get offended by that. Like, I was in a relationship where someone was like, hey, like, I never really get that much of your important time, but at the end of the day,
this show is helping people.
You're not going to.
I feel like this show is helping guys that have been in any situation, dumped in any way. It's showing them reasons why, it didn't end well, and what is going on in the girl's mind, so they don't feel as crazy. Like, okay, I did all these things right, but then that's how she's feeling.
Okay, I will say, like, as a single mom, like, or as a co-parent, whatever you guys want to call it, I take care of everything that needs to get taken care of while my kids are around. So while my kids are around, you will not get that much attention from me. Yeah. And that immediately turns a lot of men off, because I can't sit here and really take care of what they want me to take care of, whether it be their emotions, give them attention, any kind of.
So let me ask you this: do you realize that you are at a severe disadvantage in finding a guy who's like a sort of top tier guy?
I definitely realize at what disadvantage I'm at, but at the moment, that's not my main priority. I have 2 toddlers. That's what I'm worried about. In the future, maybe I will be looking for someone that I want to be a little bit more serious with at the moment. But with
you're already like 90% of the way there, because you acknowledge it and accept it. So many girls will not accept that. They're like, no, I deserve a millionaire. I deserve the best of the best. I'm not settling. Fuck everybody else.
I have 2 kids. If you want to be a part of my life, you're gonna have to realize that you're never gonna be first.
So Sonny, wait, hold on. Chat's wondering, do you want 3 kids?
Do I want 3 kids? Listen,
I'm just saying. Chat's wondering.
One another.
Hey, you want another kid, or 2 or 3?
I did so much to get where I'm at. I took really good care of myself.
To keep things focused, so we don't go off on a random tangent, because her question was strictly on female accountability. The guys, I mean, hell, let's just do a quick rewind. Right? The girl here in the corner, right? What happened? She's on a platform that's not hers, right? Being loud, obnoxious, rude to the hosts, right? Interrupting the guests, etc. You can tell just from her actions that she hasn't been held accountable a lot of the time for her poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. The chat held her accountable, making fun of her tattooing herself, saying you're not an employable person, blah, blah, blah.
6ix9ine.
And she didn't like the consequences of her actions. So how did she started to get turned off, get mad, whatever it is, because
accountability is everything.
Exactly, because now she's starting to get accountable by the chat a little bit. They're clowning her for her decisions. And on top of that, I put the cherry on top. Hey, you're not going to disrespect the show and the female panelists on here. You got to leave. And she tried to say face, I don't want to leave and all this other stuff. And then she tried to get in the bathroom and I was like, no, you got to leave right now, blah, blah, blah. And I can tell this is probably the first time that has happened to her.
Right.
Now, you guys want to see the biggest difference? You guys can see it on Patreon. But while Chris was recording, the guy, right, nice guy that came along with you, your friend,
yeah,
nice guy. He was here. He wanted to stay, but she was like, no, I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to go by myself.
But he took the responsibility to be a bigger man.
But here's the thing. You want to see the difference? Let me tell you guys the difference between men and women.
No pussy with her.
Hold on. This is extremely telling. This is why I'm saying women are rarely held accountable for their actions. As soon as we said, all right, man, well, since she wants you to go, you got to go with her. He immediately gets up, leaves.
Yep.
Does not even think twice. Just leaves, walks out. This chick sits down, takes her sweet time putting the shoes on, blah, blah, blah.
Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Out the door.
Let me, hey, here's my Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But he left immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Let's break that down. No, it's not respect. It's this. Well, yes, it's respect, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But when men deal with each other, there's this unwritten and but known possibility of physical violence that can lead to death. Men act appropriately because we understand the real world, that there's consequences to our actions. A lot of women, however, are allergic to accountability because no one's punched them in the face. Now, do I advocate that any man strike a woman? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that a lot of women haven't been punched in the face before, which is why they act the way that they do. So thank you, Maya. So
grow up with brothers.
So that's why they act the way that they do. The man, he didn't even violate, but he knew, okay, I ain't welcome here no more. Immediately leaves. No questions. Her, let me take my time. Here's my Instagram, by the way, while she getting recorded. So that right there proves my point that a lot of modern day women don't take accountability because reality hasn't forced them to take accountability. A lot of times when I kick girls off the show, it's the first time they've been told, shut the fuck up and get out. It's a foreign concept to them because a lot of attractive women have never been told no.
They're getting their ass.
I gotta blame the guys though.
That's true though.
I gotta blame the guys.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of guys, man, especially in Miami, they
Facts.
baby chicks and like
Yeah,
they get them whatever they want. They don't ask
Facts.
questions, and then as a result, what happens is they come on the show and it's like, yo,
Yeah.
this is disrespectful because you're telling me this way. But no, it's the truth. You don't want to hear it. Though.
It is such a foreign concept to hold women accountable that when I do tell them get off the show or hey, stop cutting each other up, blah, 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 they say you're a misogynist.
Right.
Or they say,
how dare you?
Because it's literally a crime. It's literally a crime to tell a woman anything that is true, that is unflattering about the way she's behaving.
I love
here's the worst part. We're in the studio, right? With lights on and cameras.
Yeah. That's
imagine that. We're in the studio with lights on and cameras. We're live. Imagine a guy in a house by herself with a dude. It's like that by itself is scary because you're live on camera. And you're acting that way? Imagine behind closed doors.
That's why I said a lot of men get abused, but they don't realize that, there's a lot of women that will never admit that they're abusing a man.
The funny thing is, he wasn't abused at all. He wasn't abused because that's my friend that came in. But he saw that
they follow you.
She's saying in general.
Yeah, I'm
talking in
Ladies,
general.
ladies. We got a super chat from the Central Intelligence Agency, aka the CIA, 499. Respect to Myron, we would have waterboarded 6'9". Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Oh shit! Yo, the chat's undefeated. So I'll read the super chats real quick, but that's what I would say. Like, just real time. The accountability with women.
Yeah, it's King really Bong, respectful how we acted.
$50. I gave a girl the key analogy, and she said, a breadstick dipped in sauce, too much is soggy. A sauce that's been dipped a lot is fire ass sauce. How do I counter?
Wait, I have a girl. Wait, go back.
Oh, your lock and key analogy.
I gave a girl key analogy, and she said a breadstick dipped in sauce, too much is soggy. Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but what she doesn't realize is that there's a lot of bacteria that's been double dipped into that sauce.
Yep.
That chick is
stupid.
Nice analogy. Try to counter. Okay, I'm loving this. I'm calling it Maya and Sunny co-episode MVPs. Gentlemen, thank you for the high IQ conversation. Actually, no, I'll make a quick announcement for you guys. Guys, we're gonna start having a panel show with some of our favorite ladies, Maya, Daniela, Bianca, and Nina Pineapple,
and probably Sunny. Who knows?
And Sunny, but maybe Sunny as well. Maybe, so you guys want to give her a third kid. Where we're gonna talk about
no kids, no more.
We're gonna talk about contemporary issues. We're gonna talk about reacting to the music industry, a bunch of stuff going on. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably run the first episode next week, guys. So shout out to Maya and the whole squad, and then maybe Sunny will be here too. I don't know, Sunny D. Chris Delgado, disgusting juice, by the way. $50. So the lady sitting next to Fit. I would love to sit down and watch you dancing to Romeo Santos, your finest out, gentlemen.
I love
Keep
Romeo Santos.
illuminating the world. This show in the future will break the stigma. Okay, go ahead and shoot your shot on Instagram, man. It's linked below.
Wait. So I have one question. The girl who got booted out, Pink, that was your best friend. Why didn't you go with her?
Because I already knew that this was gonna happen to her. She has such a strong personality.
Oh, man.
Like, I already
Yo,
knew.
she
Like, I was like, best friend, you can come, but you gotta chill. Like,
So you even warned her?
yeah.
Damn. And still.
And she left my friend. Like,
Yo,
my friend's a
downstairs,
real
gonna-
true.
She
He
walked
got
in
her
with a
back.
lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
but
but
I'm my
thought
driver, so
I thought she said that she was the nice one in the beginning, and
Yeah,
I
right.
mean the
She's
nice
nice. She's just talkative.
baby.
No, she capped,
isn't the
man.
nice one.
Oh Lord.
I feel like when you
I
come
love
in
my
a
best
room-
friend, but I'm the nice one.
I feel bad
You're
for
the
the
nice
guy. Like
one.
he wanted to. He was having a
He
good time
was
chilling.
my
Yeah,
friend.
and
Like he drove me
He
here. Like
engineered
not
one of my
her.
songs too.
Like, but he
Oh,
got
you know
her
him?
back.
Yeah.
No, he got her back. That's my
Damn.
man. Like he's not my man like that, but that's my homie.
Uh-huh.
Like he drove me here because I didn't have a car.
he's
Okay.
a nice guy.
Drive. So he's like,
Damn.
okay, I'll drive with you. He doesn't know her like that, but he had my homegirl back like that. That's a true.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
it's man.
His name is True. So
Yeah,
Lamar,
he should,
though,
yeah, he should.
When
I
me
mean-
told him to leave, he was like, all right.
Yeah, he didn't even think twice. He just left,
Yes.
and I was like, in the back
In
of my mind, I
fact-
was like, bro, you leaving because of this chick
Nah.
dragging you down, but whatever,
Damn.
it's fine.
He was more like, oh,
He's
okay.
Yeah.
just very,
All right.
he's very like loving kind of
upstairs.
person.
I feel like
Like,
the way she came in was like
We
a
got mine.
mask
Caught up.
for how she really
Okay.
feels
she's been
about
hurt a lot.
herself.
I think she just has
Oh,
like
you
this
don't say.
arterial-
You don't say hurt in the face too.
So who had a question next?
Okay, next question.
Oh, you want? So yeah, you went. Does that answer your question with accountability? Well, that was very. We gave it through a lot
Detailed.
there. Anybody?
I think one of the things that when it comes to accountability and stuff, like one of the things I notice whenever you kick a girl off, and I've watched a lot of these shows, I've been on a lot of these shows where you kick girls off, is you have to establish masculine authority over your own damn show to say, look, you're not working out, we're going to push you out of here. I think one of the problems that a lot of guys have when it comes to holding women accountable is giving themselves permission to establish their own authority. I've said this a zillion times. Like one of the things that we really hammer into guys these days, particularly when it comes to traditional conservative and stuff, is like, oh, men need to be more responsible. They need to man up. They need to man up. You're going to tell these guys that they need to man up over and over and over again when from the time they were 5 years old, they've been told to man down. They've been told to like,
Men
hey,
don't cry.
well, they've been told to like say, well, you know, think of your mom first, think of your girlfriend first, think of your wife first, think of your, you know, like, put that, you know, be supportive, do all this other stuff, but you still got to be a man. You still got to
get into fights.
You have to have your responsibility, right? Well, the problem is we don't teach guys to establish and to assert their own masculine authority. So when you do that, you have
Chinese
you have
to
a,
them.
you have a successful
like a fight
show.
of the
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a successful show as a result of that. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Every time you stand up and say, okay, you're out, it's dead silent in here. Women are like, I can't believe the guy's actually, and what are they going to call you? They're going to call you a misogynist. They're going to call you an asshole, whatever it is, because you're the one who's saying, look, this is where I draw the line. Most guys will never get to the point where they go, you know, I'm going to draw the line. And that's why actually my question for the girls was like, do you think that is in any way possible to, we were talking about nice guys a minute ago. Do you think is in any way possible for a nice guy to turn into that alpha guy? The guy to reestablish and reassert and grab his masculine authority, and will you respect that authority if he were to go and do that?
We can go one by one. Let's start here. Go ahead.
Oh
What's your take
yeah,
on that?
I definitely think that that's possible.
Is it believable?
It's believable, but it's shocking. It's like how could it's that how could you?
I got you.
How dare you?
That it's literally that. It's like how could you? You switched up on me. Like you're not the person that I once thought you were. And it sometimes we as women
Are manipulative.
we can manipulate the situation and pretend to be these fragile, because with men if we yell at a guy, we're like this, we're 5'3" and the guy's 6 foot, and we have this thing where we're allowed to, at least it's more acceptable for women to treat men like trash than versus a man treating a woman or responding to how the woman treats him. Then all of a sudden it's oh, like, how could you treat me like that? Don't raise your voice at me. When he was just responding to that. And it kind of does tie into the accountability thing, but I feel like,
Merch.
I feel like
We have a shirt that says I feel like
Merch.
So that's why we're saying that.
yeah, I say that a lot.
No, that's fine. You're helping us out.
It's fine.
I just feel like
Just buy niggas.
Yeah. Buy the shirt, niggas. All right, go ahead. Anything
Exactly.
else? That's it.
yeah, no, it's definitely they can definitely be the same person.
Yeah, I think it goes back to there's no fear of consequence, you know,
Mhm.
because it's completely socially unacceptable for a man to strike a woman. So they know they can get by on that. So go ahead, Maya.
You were saying that if a guy like up his manhood, while he's with you, I think that could happen, and I see it happen all the time. But I'm gonna be honest, there's sometimes like a guy would listen to a meathead and think he knows everything and pump up at the wrong things, and it's like I would knock the like air out your chest, like calm down, because
For
you're
real.
pumping at the wrong things. You should be pumping at a dude who was giving you an issue earlier, or the bitch that
Not
tried you in the
me.
store, and not me. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like, yeah, I like when a guy pumps up. Like, I like when a guy stands up for himself, but don't stand up for yourself. Like you don't even really know why you're standing up. You're just trying to play macho guy, and it's probably only gonna last for today.
You're picking up quarters when you should have been picking up dollars. You're
Yeah,
stepping
like,
over
you
dollars
just,
to pick up
like-
quarters.
Like,
Yo.
I know some guy, one of my exes pumped up on me because his homeboys, I guess, told him some things, and I didn't appreciate that because it's like you just listening to your homeboys who's all fat, all with their mom, all like just not really people to listen to.
Yo, it's funny because like, I get what you're saying. Like, I guys watch our podcast. I'm like, yo, I'm a Frank Castle, my girl. Go home, and it's like, yo, she ain't even tripping like that. You doing too
Right.
much.
Yeah.
So you gotta know when to apply it. But guess what? If you're a nice guy from the jump, like that takes like a lot of self work. And honestly, man, like it's hard to break that barrier.
And the thing, guys, you gotta know, like, you gotta know when you have to assert that masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go back. You always want to de-escalate things at the lowest level if you can, which is why I gave her multiple chances. Hey, stop cutting off. Like, she interrupted you when you were simply trying to say what you want in a man, trying to tell you that's not enough. I'm like, yo, stop trying to influence her, comments. And then, like, honestly, guys, her trying to put me on blast with the SA thing, I didn't care. That wasn't the issue. It was that when I was trying to talk and rebut her claim, I was like, well, actually, I was just accepting it and saying, hey, we talk about this all the time. She kept cutting me off. Then I was like, all right, this woman isn't really here to talk anymore. She's here to just be obnoxious, annoying. And the chat triggered her because before she even answered the question, she acknowledged the chat. Like, and I warned her before the show, yo, they're
Don't
gonna
read
talk
it.
shit,
Don't
guys.
look at the chat.
I warned them. They're
read the
gonna
chat.
talk shit. Don't take it personal. I said it, Chris said it, and she still couldn't
before
do it.
every show we give the girls fair warning so they know up front, so they don't get Frank Castled.
And I even told them, guys, please don't. I had to kick girls off yesterday. I don't like to do it. Please just don't interrupt each other. And she kept doing it. So I was like, all right, at this point, the show's quality's going down. She's got to go. But guys, you got to know when to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you can get by on less, do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was acting crazy. So I was like, yo, you got to get the fuck out.
Okay.
like it a little
Can
What's
a
that?
guy?
You like it a little
Can a
bit.
guy
I
change?
can like it.
You like kicking them out a little bit.
From
Can
nice-
he be nice to be an alpha? Can
Yeah.
he be? Is it
Here's the-
believable? Do you want it to
No.
happen? What happens when it does happen?
I think he's fucking nuts.
Is it believable?
No, but like this is a little bit separate, but I've seen some of your shows, and when you get pissed at women, totally valid. Not saying it's not, but you would get really reactive and start not calling names, but really going at her. And the other girl would do the same thing. This time, when you're just like, no, you're done. Like, you're done. Just being like that, I feel like is more effective. I don't know. Just saying.
I get it.
Zero
I get it.
tolerance.
Yeah.
Like, literally just repeating the same thing because she just was a little drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a fair critique. The issue though is that
That wasn't a critique. That was a compliment.
Oh no, but I mean, you said before, because before you were saying, well, you said, hey, it's good when you just end it, say that's it. But you were saying, hey, before you've like kind of been reactive and
Really early on, like. the
Oh yeah,
first-
I've been working on my anger.
But I'm saying I can tell because the last couple of months it's been like you come right back and.
But you have a reputation now.
Oh,
so
you want
like you
us-
have a reputation of being authoritative on the show now. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not January anymore,
Yeah,
man.
I have to.
I think I think it's important that like guys understand that like if
Sometimes
that's-
the girls won't leave.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, first.
If that's-
yeah, they
if that's
won't.
if it's not you, don't do it. Like for example, like that's not me. I'm never gonna be like that type of person. So if you're
Never.
no, real talk. So if you're watching Myron and you're trying to be that type of person and you're not, it's gonna look corny as fuck. And your girl's gonna be like, yo, who is this nigga? Because this is not who you were at the beginning. So you're you're trying to be somebody as Frank Castle.
I would say
corny real
one of
fast.
the fastest ways to turn a woman off is incongruency.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you purport yourself
Yeah.
to be a certain way, and then she finds out through verifiable means that you're not that way, i.e., hey, You see me on South Beach driving around in a Rolls Royce. Hey, I own this thing. Yeah, I got money. Oh yeah, what do you do during the day? I'm a lawyer. Blah blah blah. Then she finds out later on that you're really a sandwich artist, as Rolo says, a Subway. Well, that's a huge incongruency, and then she's gonna get turned off. And then also for safety reasons. Oh, you know, I do all this, and then boom, you circumvented the hypergamous filter, as Rolo would say, right? And then bam, she's gonna come back and be like, he raped me. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, women take it very seriously when you're not congruent with who you are. So if you're an asshole, be an asshole all the time. Own it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was going to say,
and
it's easier to go from being alpha and then to like sort of like tempering that and buffering that off a little bit, like with like being a little bit more, you know, like, because then women find that as sort of like ingratiating or endearing for that guy because, oh, he's only like that with me. No, he's not.
It makes them feel special.
But so it's easier to go from like alpha to like toning it down a little bit than it is to being like a beta male guy, a nice guy, and then going, oh, I'm a tough guy right now. You know, like that guy is not believable. Is not believable.
Okay, so there's a 2-letter word, right, that you can use if you're not that on a level, and it's no. Just saying no could be you being alpha because you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and tolerate your bullshit. No. So
you beat out 90% of guys just by saying no, guys.
Just say no.
But you know, I think something that's underlying a lot of these conversations is it comes to abundance mentality.
Yes.
Right? Abundance versus scarcity mentality.
Great
and
point.
I think that a lot
Great
of
point.
power in a person, but as a man especially, I think, is having a lot of capacity and potential and then sort of choosing to do the right thing, right? So I think every man should have the capacity to be the proverbial asshole, right? He should have the capacity for it. It doesn't mean he has to be that all the time. Just like I think a man should have the capacity to be dangerous, right? Like I think a strong man has the capacity to be dangerous, right? As a man, you should, real talk. Like as a man, you should, like a man who doesn't even have the capacity to be dangerous, that's just a weak man, right? That's just weak, right? But if you have the capacity to be dangerous and then you choose not to be, you choose to use that power for good, you choose to be noble, then that's like a powerful man who's also kind and respectful. So like, you know, and you see this, right? You see like there's this like when you go to, I don't know, you go to the gym, you find like the biggest, strongest guy. Often they're like the nicest
people,
kindest person because there's nothing to prove. You know, this guy could literally like pick someone up and just like throw them down the road, but they choose not to. Right. Some guys like he's all tough, whatever, but like he doesn't choose to do that. And then the guys who are always trying to like prove something or amp up, it's like, you know, you're doing that because you're weak. You don't actually have the capacity. And if you had the capacity, you'd probably be more chill.
You know, that's a great point right there.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I would say, yeah, I mean, that's fantastic point. Like there's a reason why every world superpower has nuclear bombs, but they don't necessarily ever use them. But was it Theodore Roosevelt that said, speak softly, but carry a big stick? You need to be able to have the propensity and the capability of being violent to correct certain issues, but you always don't want to have to use it. It's just like having a gun.
Yeah.
You have a gun, you pray to God you never have to use it, but you have it because it's always better to have and not need than need and not have.
You may never shoot that gun in your life.
Chats.
Oh, chats.
Better be
King
safe
Bong.
than sorry.
Okay. I gave a girl the key analogy and she said, no, read that one. Chris. DL Saint, I'm loving this. I'm calling it Mayans. Read that one. Come on, Chris, man.
Make sure.
Big ups to you guys on getting this info out there. I don't really feel sexual or romantic attraction, but this is dope to be aware of it. If I do want to find a partner in the future and not get finessed, keep on keeping on. Okay. BSP 400. What currency is that?
Yen or something?
Probably $40.
Yeah, it's okay. Modern women should learn from their Eastern counterparts about being a woman because they're soft-spoken, mild-mannered, reserved, and are proud of their tradition and feminine traits. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And
$100,
then, Thomas Lair again. Okay, thank you very much for this. Question to Rolo's right, strawberry blonde. He's Rolo speaking truth. You were doing the dog ear tilt like, huh? When he talked about asserting masculinity, what were you thinking?
And she threw it again.
I think he explained himself, so I think it came full circle for her.
I'm like a huge fan of Rolo Tomasi.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this.
Billiam DeMars, $50. The real question is, if it's possible for a man to have that masculine authority, would you respect that authority after many years of suppressing that authority? That's a good question. Nobunaga Black, to the blonde, let me know if you want to get flued out. I'll get you some Starbucks and a pair. This guy, I'll get you some Starbucks and a pair of UGG boots. 6-figure gang, what up? Okay.
Flued out.
Yeah. Flued out.
I'll put
Come
out
on
for
out.
Starbucks.
City girl terminology.
You can blame City Girls and Baby for that.
City
Baby for
girl
that.
terminology.
Okay. So now it's your turn. Go ahead.
Would you have that same question to you? Would you prefer a guy that's, you know what I'm saying, at least a nice guy to you, and then suddenly switch, like, you know what, I'm alpha now? Is that the turn off? Is that good for you?
Can a guy go from like 0 to hero?
I mean, I love alpha male. You know, as long as he's respectful, like, yes, daddy, I got you.
But remember, he was a
And
nice guy
obviously-
at the beginning. He
he
wasn't
can
really.
be. It's okay. That's actually a turn on. Like, if he's a nice guy and it turns to alpha male, that's like a plus for us ladies. Like, it's like, oh, we thought he was gonna be boring, but he turned out to be this daddy over here. Okay.
Okay.
Period.
I don't know. I feel like you can't switch.
Okay.
Like
I think you can.
I feel like
I think you can.
you can.
Merch.
I think you can.
I know people who do.
it's like
I do too.
neurotic.
I know
That
it
is
too.
scary.
All right, Miss Afro Cuban.
I like like more feminine men. I don't know. Not meaning like wearing purses and all that, but you know, I like a man with emotion.
You like them simps.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cat.
That's cat. Some people do. It can be a thing.
No, for real, because I feel like I'm more masculine. Like
Yeah,
in a way,
own
like
it.
So you want a man to cry on your shoulders?
I've cried with a man before.
Are you with
No,
said
hold on.
man now?
Where's he now? Crying on the highway?
Cricket.
Bruh.
Should we go get him?
I don't know where he's at.
Exactly.
Oh man. Okay.
No. Well, hold on. She's 21. That's the politically correct thing to say. Is hey, I like a man that can show his emotion. But here's the thing, ladies. And this is, I think, another big lie in modern day society where we tell men, hey, it's okay to be vulnerable with your girl. On this podcast, we actually say it all the time. You
Don't
never
do it.
want to be vulnerable with your girl.
Don't do it.
Because
I love that. I love that. I really do love that. I actually like
okay.
that.
Hold on. I'll bring it full circle. The reason why it's not acceptable for men to show vulnerability and show weakness with women is because even though you guys can say on paper, I like it.
I became a bully.
Okay, well, I'll finish here. The reason why it's unacceptable is because when a man shows you vulnerability, women are literally hardwired to be repulsed by weak men. If I start showing you emotion, crying, and I'm like, hey, I don't know if I might lose my job. I don't know what's gonna happen. Or, oh my God, like this happened to me, whatever. And he's like crying on your shoulder. What he's basically done is he's told you, and he's shown you, more importantly, that he is not worthy of leading you. And women are repulsed by men that cannot lead them. Now, what he's done is he's put you in an authoritative position where now you have to figure out, okay, security with me is now compromised because I'm not even sure what's going on. If you're in battle, let's go into a dream world real quick. All the ladies, I want you to imagine, hypothetically, of course, that we're all in war, okay? We're out in the middle of Iraq in 2003, just gunshots all over the place.
Captain Fresh,
sand
where are
everywhere,
you?
right? You know, we're all in the middle of battle.
Mayday.
Right?
Mayday.
So, and hey, thank you to everyone that serves in the U.S. military armed forces. Thank you for your service. Right? We're in the middle of battle. People are dying left and right. You know, stuff's going on. You see blood, all this other stuff, right? I'm the commanding officer. And I look at you as the recruit and I say, I don't know if we're going to do this, man. Oh my God. And I have a mental breakdown in front of you with gunfire going on.
We gotta kill
Shoot
you.
him.
We gotta kill you.
He's gonna take us.
You're going to think at that point, holy fucking shit. I got two things I can either A, continue to stay with this man or die, or B, I got to go find someone else that knows what the hell they're doing and I'm going to go ahead and follow them. That's how women operate when a man shows vulnerability and a lack of security, because the world is a dangerous place. It's only that we've been able to civilize it now in modern day times that women have the luxury of feeling safe at all times. Well, prior to this modern society, you get fucked up by a saber-tooth tiger, a mammoth, whatever it was. So when a man shows weakness, women are hardwired from a millennia of programming to be like, yeah, I ain't fuck with this nigga no more. I'm going to go deal with someone that can actually like do something because this guy's compromising my own security.
Survival instinct.
So you can say on paper, I like it when a guy is emotional with me. But the reality is your pussy's going to dry up.
Hold on. What if maybe I mean to say I like an emotional man, like a man who understands me when I'm emotional. I don't know. You know, I'm still
Oh, you mean-
young.
hold on, no, hold
I'm
on,
still
hold on.
young. So, you know, maybe what I mean to say is I want an emotional.
Maybe.
This is what she's saying. Let's translate it. You could correct me if I'm wrong. I need a man that if I need a shoulder to cry on, I can go to him and be vulnerable with him. But what I'm saying is that he can't necessarily be vulnerable with you because men, we're designed to lead. We're designed to be stoic. We're designed to be rational and logical. If you cry on my shoulder, I'm not going to lose attraction for you because I know that's a part of you being a woman. However, if I break my masculinity and I cry on you, that's a problem because you're not built to deal with my masculine problems, but I am built to deal with your feminine problems of crying and being emotional and everything else like that, because men are the rock that women look for to stabilize their life.
Yeah. And here's another issue as well, right? Regarding that. So think about this, right? Let's say the man does open up to you on some level, right? Who's to say what's too far? Because for you, he might be like, you know what? All right, he could tell me about his problems here. I won't judge him. Let's say he starts crying on your shoulder now. He's like, yo, you know what? Damn, at this point, now I'm losing respect for him. And what happens is that translates into like the whole relationship itself. So I'm just saying, like, for most men, you should not show weakness because if you show any type of weakness, it could be too far. And at that point, you lose her.
The girl's going to just look at you like,
let me jump in here and buck the trend a little bit. I think this is getting to borderline sort of sociopathic levels, right?
Okay.
I think it's too black and white, and I don't think that not all vulnerability is weakness. Okay, you know, if your mom dies, if your family member dies, right? Like showing vulnerability in a certain situation which is genuinely painful, heartbreaking, etc. And I mean, if you were to show vulnerability to any person, a friend, let alone your girl at that point, and then in fact not doing so is psychopathic, right? Like who does not? What human being
If
does
you call your
not?
girlfriend and your mom and say,
So it's to me
in that situation,
it's a bit more of a gray area, right? Like I agree.
I'm talking
with
about like day-to-day crime.
Yeah, the general, like a man shouldn't just be, you watch a movie and there's a sad scene. You're there on your girl's shoulder, like, yeah, she's gonna be repulsed. But yeah, there's a difference between vulnerability and true weakness. It's a bit of a sliding scale.
It was all implied here.
You had a point, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you definitely said it. It's the gray area. I feel like there has to be a happy medium, especially, and I want to break it between like men versus women, because I feel like it's a people thing. Like if you don't act on empathy for others, like I could be a woman and my man could be going through a really hard time, like he, something bad happened, God forbid somebody in his family passes away, like that's a reason for him to be sad and feel vulnerable. And if he doesn't get vulnerable, it's like, like how can I trust that you could be vulnerable, be accepting to when I'm vulnerable, and vice versa? Like I should be able to support him and he should be able to support me, and it should be a normal thing that we're just open with our emotions, because when we're not open with our emotions and we close,
that's when the lies start.
That's when the lies start, and that's when I feel like the vulnerability, the strength in vulnerability becomes a weakness, because then we're becoming angry and we're becoming frustrated and we're holding it all in, and that's when the monster comes out.
You see, well, right here,
Maya and then Sunny.
Sunny.
It
Okay,
is
go ahead, Maya.
obviously both of you is heavily implied, and that's why we skip past that, because we already know when things like that happen, of course you're gonna cry. So we're not saying, oh, hold your chest in when people die. We're just saying, like, okay, one time this guy cried to me because he honestly told me he felt like he was not enough for me, like, and he was really insecure. This other guy cried to me because he lost his stupid ass security job for $13 an hour after 2 days.
That's why it is.
When you
I feel
cry,
like not
I'm not
everybody should
done.
be in a
Yeah,
relationship.
please let her finish. Just
Let
please
me
let her finish.
baby. I'm sorry.
I'm not okay. When guys cry like that, yeah, it does turn me off, because there's a lot of things that I don't cry about. Like I suck it up and I go, doesn't make me masculine. I just will not come to my man on certain things. If I hit my nail really hard and I gotta cry, I'll probably scream at my homegirl on FaceTime when I tell my man. Like he wouldn't even know what that feels like. He can't relate. Like, but a guy, and it's not about him being emotional, it's about him being expressive, the way he expresses it. Just don't cry. If there's something hurting you, you could come tell me, maybe I'll figure it out with you. But if you start crying and doing all that, it's gonna turn me off from even trying to figure out what's going on. It's like you wanna fix a car, but the car might blow up. So I'm not even gonna touch that shit because it's too much going on.
Right.
Can I jump in and say one thing here?
Okay.
I also
And then
think
Sonny,
that,
you're next.
yeah, I think that this also depends on the status of the relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're, you've been dating someone or you're married to them, right? Then the level of vulnerability is obviously going to be different. I mean, as a man, right, you're supposed to be the rock all the time. Like you are supposed to be stoic, etc. But if you genuinely never, ever, ever show that, like you end up like if you can't show that to your girlfriend of 5 years or your wife of 20 years, like where do you go with that?
We say go
right?
to your male friends for
Yeah,
it.
male friends.
personally.
I think
But
to
then
a
men
level,
are
but
taught-
I think like I think that's very much like dating mentality, right? I think if you're dating and it's just like, okay, this is right, then even with something that is quite serious, right? Like crying and being super emotional with someone who you're not serious with, I think that's like almost always going to be a turnoff. But I think as the relationship progresses and deepens, then it becomes a lot more more fluid and flexible there. And I think actually in a healthy marriage or a healthy relationship, both people should absolutely be able to confide in
off.
each other. And you know what, your stuff is at, like I'm not going to be sitting here like, wailing like a baby, but actually stuff is, I'm down right now, right? Like stuff isn't good. Like I should be able to go to my girl with that, and she shouldn't be like, ew, oh my gosh, Zuby's having a bad day. Let me break up with him, right? Like that's insane. And if she'd even be like that, then that's absolutely the wrong woman to be with.
I get what you're saying, Zuby, 100%. It's just that like, okay, when I'm with a girl for a long period of time, the dating never stops. So if I change now, or let's say for example, right, the beginning of the relationship, I'm a certain type of way, I don't open up at all. You get deeper, I start opening up. It's like, okay, now it's another layer of like, okay, wait, this guy I met at the beginning, why is he opening up to me now? Like it's kind of like
incongruency, chinks in the armor that weren't
it's
there.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because if I do open up later on, then you're just saying like
I don't think so. Again, I think that's like super like dating. I think that's dating mentality. And I think like, I mean, if you I know you're not interested in say like getting married, right? So I guess you could have that eternally. But I think like if you're gonna have like a real serious deep relationship, then to have that all the way through. I also think it's inauthentic, right? It's inauthentic. Like we're like, we're strong dudes, we're stoic, but we're not freaking robots. Like we're not superhuman. Like people go
Like
through
you want
stuff,
to be able
right?
to be yourself.
Yeah. It doesn't mean like there's a like again, it's a level, right? I 100,000% agree. Like a guy shouldn't be just breaking down and cry like if you're as a guy, probably you should be crying like once every few years. Right, not like every few days.
Sonny, you had something?
I'm definitely in between the two of you guys, both of your expressions. Like I definitely think that expressionism that you're talking about does come with time. I think that when it comes to initial attraction and it comes to maybe sort of more masculine women who wants a more masculine man so that she can feminize herself for that masculine man, I think that if you come into the relationship and you're being way more masculine, then suddenly you start to demasculate yourself. That may come off as a turnoff to a lot of women, because it's like I initially fell for you for this this masculine ability. I, for one, I'm a very independent woman, so I like someone who's a little more masculine than I, so that I can become more of that feminine person. However, if you come into that relationship a lot more with your feminine traits intact, where you're a little bit more emotional, and then you become a lot more emotional, maybe it won't be such a red flag. But I think that if you make that switch off in the beginning, it might turn someone off completely. Whereas if you're that protector, and then all of a sudden you're crying because of something that happened in your life, that doesn't matter what the circumstances are, it might turn someone off on act.
Just to jump in and throw in another factor as well, right? Is if you add in say children, right? So again, a lot of men who grow up and they're it's really bad for both either a young boy or a young woman to have a father who is present but who is again so stoic and so unemotional and so unwilling to show any emotion, vulnerability, etc. Then that also harms the relationship, not just say with the wife, but also with the children, right?
Yeah, presence of father is not necessarily just being able to see the father, but it is whatever that father instills in the child.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a dad yet, but like, wow, I've got like a baby. Like you should be emotional with your if you can't be emotional like with your children, and obviously like your wife or whatever is going to see that. Like
you're
if
saying
you
on a
can't do
certain
that, then-
level, like
yeah,
everything's
it's a-
levels. Like you can't be
But that's
dramatic
a
about
new
certain
age
It's a level, like you're
things,
still
but
the Rock,
if
but
something happens to
yeah.
a family member or something happens traumatic in your life, you should be able to express your feelings to the person that you're living with and that you love. Because if you don't, that's kind of fake.
And if
you're
you-
holding it in, that's gonna come out
you're
eventually.
going to have
too.
other problems,
You're
man.
gonna
I
have
mean,
more
the
problems.
biggest killer of men under 50 is suicide, right?
Yeah. No,
So
it's true.
there's something up with that.
I have
Oh,
I have-
there,
talking
there
about their
definitely
emotions.
is.
Hold on.
There definitely is.
I have something I wanted to add because I was listening to all of you guys very intently. So I think there's a middle ground here. So
I don't.
the thing is this, yeah, like, and
I don't think there's a middle ground
gonna-
whatsoever.
Me either.
I'm gonna because here's I see where Zuby's coming from, and I agree with Fresh, and I agree with Rolo too. So when it's a casual relationship, or if it's like your girlfriend, even your living girlfriend, and you mentioned empathy. Now, what I want to make very clear is that a woman's empathy doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to stay attracted to you and aroused by you. So she might understand you, and I might feel bad for you, and I might even feel for you, but at the cost of, very probable, I'm going to lose a little bit of respect and or arousal and attraction
Or you
for
can
you.
be turned on more by that.
Well,
You
it
know,
sounds
by
hot,
the
but it's
honesty.
not
Let me just finish, please. So, because the thing is that women are attracted to masculinity. So masculinity, a tenement of masculinity, is being stoic to a degree, right? And concealing your emotions from your woman, especially emotions that are put you in a vulnerable state or make you look feminine. So, of course, a family member dying, something tragic happening that happens, or once in a lifetime occurrence, understandable for her to see a weaker side of you at some point. But what I am saying is that if you can avoid it, it would probably be better, because yes, can you introduce this wild card of emotion to your girlfriend and potentially it work out and she might get turned on? It's potentially there, but why would you throw something into a mix that you don't necessarily know will have a positive benefit? You're increasing your likelihood of turning your girl off because you're introducing something that, and especially if you, just like you said before, you came into the relationship stoic. Now you're showing an incongruency, right? So I get it. I agree with you. Empathy, she's going to feel for you. She's going to hold your head as you crown her. But there's going to be a part of her, a small part of her that she might not admit. She's going to lose a little bit of attraction for you, a little bit of respect. And the unfortunate reality with women is this: they must respect you before they love you. I'm going to say that again. Women must respect you before they love you. Men and women love far differently. And a woman's love is contingent upon her respect for a man. Her respect for the man is contingent upon that man's ability to lead and what? Hold his emotions. So it all builds on each other in a perfect chain. Now, what Zuby was talking about, when there's equity in a relationship, she's going to let certain things slide. This man is the father of my children. We've been together for 10 years. He was there for me when I needed him. You know what? I'll maybe sweep this one under the rug. I'll stick by him. So I do agree that if there's equity in a relationship, a woman will tolerate a certain level of it. But if you can avoid it, in my personal opinion, you should avoid it, not show vulnerability. And if you got to cry, don't do it in front of her. Do it in front of your
He's gonna be like,
homeboys.
damn, is he really crying?
That's
right
just my
now?
take on it. Yeah, that's just my take on it, because it's a wild card that can fuck you up, is what I'm saying. It could work. It could turn you on, but
It depends on the person.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, because see, yeah, no, like,
So-
it's interesting. I mean,
You're right.
I see all perspectives.
Yeah,
though.
no,
You're
no,
right,
I
you're
I hear what you're saying. I think it's like, what's the best way for me to put this? I think it comes as part of a larger package, right? So if as a guy you are like you're holding it down, right? So how would I put it? Because you mentioned showing vulnerability and that being sort of almost like directly and implicitly connected to losing respect, and that part I don't necessarily.
The more equity you have in the relationship, and let me add to that,
go
because I
ahead.
was gonna. The more
Go ahead.
equity you have in the relationship, the less respect you'll lose, if that makes sense. You've built.
Okay.
It's like a good credit score. You built your
Mhm.
credit score up to 850.
Mhm.
You miss one payment. Is it going to go down to 700? No, it's going to go down to maybe 849, 848. 2 points, and then you pay, and then it goes back up. So, but let's say your credit score was already at like a 700, and then you know what I'm saying, relationship is newer, and you miss a payment. Well, now that missed payment is going to go far. It's going to go much further into hurting your credit score.
All right,
Yeah. Let's throw this to Rolo because
Are you guys ready?
Rolo's the only one
Are you
married
ready
here.
for me to fuck everything up here?
Sure, let's do it.
We're gonna fuck everything up here.
Let's do it.
Godfather.
All right, number one, men and women do not process emotion the same way. That's number one. That is a biological, neurological fact. Okay, men and women process it, particularly negative emotions, way differently. Women default usually to crying and for lack of a better term, hysterics, crying. Men default to anger. That is usually where men go. That's why women have a very healthy respect for male anger. In fact, that's what's called the male anger bias. So again, I hate to go all evolutionary psychology on you once again, but in our ancestral past, it made sense for women and children to presume that men were angry all the time, because as long as they erred on the side of, oh, daddy's angry, they didn't die. Okay. Or that man looks like he's dangerous, he's probably angry, stay away from him. So therefore we have this idea that men are almost always angry, because if they didn't, the ones who erred on the side of safety were the ones who went on to reproduce later on. Okay, so that's number one. So scientifically speaking, biologically speaking, men and women do not process emotions the same way. I've talked about this ad infinitum in my books and on my show and everything.
The Rational Male, guys.
Yes. So when we talk about processing the information that comes to us, okay, we go through instinct, we go through emotion, and then we go through reason. Okay, so instinct is like if I threw something at Myron, he'd like dodge out of the way. Okay, those are the instinctual things that are part of like your starting package as a human being. Okay,
which men have more of.
Breathe, eat, breed, self-defense, watch out for, there's instinctual things that we know. That's like at the root level, like the hindbrain, like root of the brain stem. Okay, then in the cerebral cortex, right, then you've got your emotions. Emotions is another way that we interpret our surroundings. Okay, again, men and women do not process emotion the same way. So then you've got the emotional side, then you've got the rational side, the reasonable side, which is where all your gray matter is. That's another way. That's your learning, that's your software, so to speak. So you've got the machinery, you've got the firmware, and then you've got the software. The software is what we're taught by society. So you're learning and intelligence and everything else. Emotion is a component of that as well. So we usually interpret our world through instinct, emotion, and reason. Men and women prioritize those things naturally, innately, differently. So for women, it's instinct, emotion, and then reason. So they go through what's going on, what's happening in my immediate surroundings, how do I feel about it, and then maybe they get to what can I learn from this? What's the information in this? For men, unlearned, unconditioned, men go from instinct to reason and then emotion. That's the problem that you're running into when it comes to vulnerability. And I hate getting into this conversation because I always feel like I got to mess up everybody's ego.
No.
Okay. So what happens is because we live in a feminine primary social order, we automatically presume that the proper way to emote, the proper way for anyone, all human beings, male, female, whatever, to express and understand and experience emotion is through a female lens. That's why. So when people say, "Well, I don't know why he can't get in touch with his feelings. I don't know why he needs to he's
emotionally unavailable."
He's emotionally unavailable. And so when I don't cry during Titanic, and you're just like a hot mess because of something that has triggered you emotionally.
Like, what?
So what happens is women go, "What's wrong with men? How come they can't emote? How come they can't cry? Because he's not you. His hardware is not the same as your hardware. The problem is that the proper way, the correct way to emote in this society is to do it like a woman. And it has been that way since the sexual revolution. It's been that way since like the mid 60s right now. So when we talk about vulnerability, okay, the problem with vulnerability is that women always say, well, vulnerability is we can just talk about our feelings. We can just work things out. Blah, 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 blah. That's you talking to your girlfriends. You are not going to emote. You're not going to communicate with a guy the same way that you talk to your girlfriends. I've said, and this is my joke, okay? Women have boyfriends and girlfriends. If you're not fucking her, you are her girlfriend, because that's the way because if you are communicating if you are communicating with a woman on the same level, using the same language as women, using the same emotional qualifications with that woman, her instinct, her hindbrain is going to see you as another woman. So you're communicating to her like a woman, like what you were saying before, if you start, emoting and crying and everything like that, that instinctually women see that guy as communicating as a woman. He's feminine. So he's not an alpha male. He's not masculine. He's communicating to me as a feminine person, as one of my girlfriends would. So that's not I'm not saying, oh, you got to fuck everything on two legs. I'm just saying that when you are communicating in such a way, women will interpret your emotionalism, your emoting, as another woman, like having coffee with her and talking and doing all this, like emoting and communicating and connecting like a woman would. So that's number one. Number two is that the vulnerability side of things is again, it's congruency. So if you are constantly an alpha male, if you are constantly an asshole, if you're constantly authoritative, if you have this one predominant personality, and suddenly, like we were just talking about this a minute ago, you cannot go from nice guy to, you seem like a pouty boy baby, right? If suddenly you say, well, I'm going to start to be an alpha male, that guy is not believable. And all of you guys said exactly the same thing. So when a guy who is an alpha male, that's his predominant characteristic, and he kind of backs it off to being like, showing vulnerability, that's endearing to women. Because they think I'm the only guy that can tame the savage beast, right? It's Beauty and the Beast, right?
That's what turns them on.
Belle tames the beast, right? She doesn't fall in love with the prince. She falls in love with the beast.
Yeah.
She wants to bang the beast, man, because he's the one he's got claws and teeth and everything. She doesn't care about the prince. She fell in love with the beast. And so when the beast suddenly kind of becomes a little bit more tame and okay, well, it's like Tarzan and Jane. That's by the way, that's a classic archetypal story, is that she's the only one that can tame him. Only her femininity can soothe the savage beast kind of thing, but he's still the savage beast. The problem is you can't go from being the nice guy, domesticated, milquetoast guy to suddenly becoming Tarzan again. That's not believable. So vulnerability is only endearing, is only something that women get off on when they're the only ones that can drag it out of the guy who is already an alpha male to begin with. If your predominant characteristic is being emotional, being, crying on demand, being like, this communicating again, like a woman would be, which is what we teach most of our boys today. We raise them as boys as if they're defective girls. The problem is those boys those men become defective women when they get older. And so now women go, well, I don't want to have anything to do with this guy because he's not dangerous. He's not, and it doesn't matter how much vulnerability he shows. And that's the problem right now, is that guys think that vulnerability is game. They think that, the more I emote, the more emotional I am, the more chicks will like me.
Nope.
The more I'm more like to a woman, like I identify with the feminine, I identify as a woman. In some cases, becoming women, transgender wise, that's the level that's what makes me special. That's what's going to make women really like me.
Nope.
Right? So the more you identify with the feminine, the more they think that likes attract. No, opposites attract. That's simply how we've been doing. That's the nature of the beast. That's how we're built as a machine.
Yo,
that was a great point right there. We had a lot of overlap. I was listening very closely. We had a lot of overlap there. I think the key point with what Zuby's saying and what Rollo was saying was there needs to be equity in the relationship to a degree, and you have had to have proven yourself over a period of time where that vulnerability will be coming from an endearing standpoint that Rollo is saying. So we're all saying the same thing. A very high IQ conversation.
Yeah, somebody clip that, please.
Yeah.
Clip
Okay.
that, please.
Late spits, $50. Women don't want. Yeah, Tom, you can clip that.
Right
Clip that, Tom. Put it on my channel. Put it on my channel. Both of our channels.
Women don't want an emotional man. They want a man who understands emotions. There you go. E.g., you should rather. You would rather him tell you he's upset and not show you he's upset. Okay, Thomas Lehrer, if it's not something as serious as family death or the other situations that we mentioned, that's called a notebook moment, question mark. Women don't like that.
That's a movie.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Skylar, by the way, handing out drinks and helping people out, man. Thank you so much. She's in the background. Hey, you want to say what's up to the people real quick on camera? Yeah. Hey, she's in the house again, guys. She's helping out in the back with passing out drinks, taking care of the ladies.
Yes.
She gave one too many drinks to Takashi earlier, but it's okay.
Stupid.
Okay, so Jake Kemp, agree with Zuby. Good men are capable of violence, but voluntarily control / limit it to when It's necessary. It is the same with emotions. You learn to control and express them as necessary. These two things are important steps of growing into manhood. Very true.
All right.
Yes. Cerilios, I've only seen my dad cry twice. Once from a hard fall and injury in the garage, and the other at his childhood friend's funeral in 2019. Men's tears carry more weight than a woman's. Yes.
There you go.
Lopaka 79. Okay.
If your son died in your arms and you don't cry in pain, you ain't human. You're a legend, Zuby. Love the everyday hard work from the Fresh Fit fam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're caught up. We just went on a tangent off of emotions with you. So, do you have a different, I guess, idea on it now, or are you just still like?
Yes,
Okay.
honestly, like that was like church. Thanks. For appreciating, you know?
Okay. What about you, Sonny? You got a question, comment, concern? You know, we got Zuby. He's a successful musician that doesn't swear. God damn it.
Yeah.
And we got Royal Tomasi now. So if you want to, got something for them.
No, honestly, I think this was a pretty insightful circle today.
Speak to the mic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it was a pretty
How many
insightful
times you
circle.
Come on.
Sorry. I get comfortable. I lean back.
Just
It is
staring
what
at
it
comments,
is.
reading out through the mic.
No, yeah. No, I think you guys are. I thought this was a really good conversation between masculine and feminine energy. A lot of the times us as women, we act as if, you know, we want someone who is, you know, in touch with their feminine side. But at the end of the day, we want someone who's going to make us more in touch with our feminine side, because women have become more masculine these days. So I think that's just the point. I think you guys made some really good points about, you know, how we want someone to be a lot stronger these days than we are, and, you know, not to lower themselves in any kind of way.
Okay. So, ladies, last thoughts on the show. Question, last thoughts.
Yeah, I have a question for Zuby.
Go, please.
I'm not super surprised that you don't curse in your music, and I know it's for like universal reasons. But is there another reason why you don't curse besides universal sales or rated E for everyone? And what about you? You just don't curse because of why?
It's simple. I don't curse because I don't curse in real life. So I don't curse in my music.
Why
It
not?
just-
He's not
it just
capping.
carries over. Just how I was raised. No one in my family curses. My parents
Mhm.
don't. My brothers don't. My sisters don't. Just how I was raised. It's not like in my active vocabulary. It's just like not there. And
Do
I
you
don't,
find-
for me to communicate and for me to create my art, etc. I don't need to. It doesn't add anything to it.
Yeah.
And if anything, it would actually, I think, detract from what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I like
that's
to be
not
able to,
for me.
yeah, no, that's fine. Like I don't have a problem, you know, if people cuss, whatever.
Right.
But it's just me personally. It's not how I communicate. And
Right.
It's congruent to you, man.
Yeah, it's congruent to me. Exactly. Perfect way to put it.
Well, cursing to me adds emotion, honesty, flavor, and not only curse all the time and curse every single time. It's just when it's needed, sprinkle it on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have something? I know you're a musician as well. Do you have something for Zuby?
Oh, I don't cuss in my music either, but at the same time, I had to make one song where I was cussing because it was at someone who tried to rob me, but I got messed up back then.
At this song?
Fuck
Yes.
the This track.
What's the
She flops.
song? It's called Lil Jit. If you click the link in my bio on my Instagram at Miami Brat, you can listen to Lil Jit. It's actually like people are making TikToks to my music now.
Yo.
Like that's actually kind of dope.
Can you spit a bar?
Oh my god! Right now. All right.
No curse words.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's sing.
Oh
my gosh.
Fuck the ops. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I never been the one for the games. Play me now, suffer later. Wish you was the same. What did I say?
Hey, come on, they watching.
All right, come on.
Come on.
Hold on. I gotta choose a different song. What's a good song? Okay.
It'd be like that for real.
No, for real, because
I
I always
feel you.
forget my own
It's
lyrics.
like scam.
You was going good.
I like Thank You God.
I don't one.
If it ain't about the money, I don't need the convo. Man's play funny games. Cristela Alonso, fur ankle mink pink, ranked the best Alonso. Now I rock Italiano, Michelle Alessandro. Couldn't care if you was popping bottles at the top. Oh, with the best of the best, Rockefeller the top though. If the energy ain't there, I kick you out the park. Whoa, Derek Jeter style. I'm kicking dirt to all my foul woes. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Rappers in the bitch.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah. I don't even know who the ops are, but if I find you, you done.
Send me the audio. Come to you.
Send me the audio. Come to you.
Cash that nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Rolo. We're not gonna rob you. He's a new white guy in here.
I look
Yeah.
so much
He's probably
better in
scared.
person. Like this camera makes me look crazy, but I look so much better in person. I promise.
Okay.
You know? Good
No,
thing I
it's
could
true,
take
it's
a
true.
joke. I'm not Takashi. You feel me?
All right. So, any last thoughts on the show? Anyone else want to give last thoughts?
Yeah.
Fresh mask off, please.
It's been dope. It's been
Okay.
my first time,
Bellathorn.
first day in Miami, first time ever in the city.
Oh wow.
And this has been a beautiful welcome. So I've appreciated it, man.
It's not yet. We got more to
Okay.
see, brother.
Okay.
Rolo,
Okay.
last thoughts on the show?
Oh man, this was good. This is good. We got in some deep stuff today. That was fun too. So
Yep.
and then tomorrow we're gonna be on.
Yes.
At what time?
7:30.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be on at 7:30 or 8.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Damn, I'm wearing a fucking ski mask.
Oh,
I'm gonna
about the show.
We'll end on it. We'll end on it. No, we'll finish up with the ladies.
Go
okay.
ahead.
Go ahead. Last thoughts on the show.
Yeah, let's
What do you think?
comments,
Thank-
questions, concerns. You hate us?
No, I don't hate you
Oh, okay.
or you.
Okay.
It was great. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Follow me on Instagram at Torsha. Okay, bye.
And all the girls' links will be below, guys, to include Skylar as
And
well.
then tagging the
Shout out to
story
Skylar.
on
Miami
Instagram.
Brett.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I just moved out here from Vegas. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched you guys literally a day before you guys asked me to be on the show. So I thought it was
Wow.
manifestation. Honestly, I appreciate everything you guys do for men and women so you can show both sides for everybody, because I know a lot of men go through hard breakups and they don't understand why this happened. And this show teaches them why. So I
Damn.
respect you guys for
That's
it.
respect on
So
love.
does your
Thank
friend
you.
feel the same way too?
Yeah.
You guys
No,
have
I don't
another
think she
show?
does, but you know, we
You
all
want
have
to?
different
Oh,
opinions.
yeah, Chris is
Yeah.
asking. Yeah, no, I mean,
We
sorry
all
about
have
your friend.
different
I tried my best to
No,
like.
baby, I knew this was gonna happen, but I invited her anyway. You know,
Yeah, that's
and I
fine.
love her. I love her to death.
Okay, India.
6'9".
Last thoughts on the show?
Oh yeah, I thought this was great. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be foolishly ignorant. Not saying that you guys are, because obviously you're not. I have
We're getting robbed after the show. Put the ski mask back on.
yep, just do it. Yep, they got me. Okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed these conversations. It's rare that I ever get to have like strong, opinionated, fluid, and factual conversations with men and women alike. So it was a nice release to have this, and I got a lot of information from you all. So thank you.
Cool. Well, yeah, we gave you guys the truth about how men
Yeah.
really think. Because here's the truth: guys aren't going to tell you the truth when they're trying to get laid.
Nope.
They will.
So they're gonna cap all day. Where were we at?
Cardi C.
No.
Yeah.
Did you have? Yeah.
Cardi
guys-
C.
Yeah,
Oh, that's you?
Yo, she gonna
No.
find me after this.
My name is Miami Brett.
I know, I'm
Ooh.
messing with you.
Could I give a shout out to someone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I want to shout out to Don J World in Atlanta. He has his own podcast, but I found out about this podcast because
Overdose.
Overdose.
Red Pill Overdose. Y'all gotta
Yeah.
check.
You know, we know
out.
him. We know
Yeah,
him.
yeah, we know.
Oh,
Yeah, we know.
All right. Shout out to Overdose.
shout out to Overdose.
Me, I have fun
Sonny?
every time.
Oh, yes, yes,
so,
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
it's cool.
So
Oh,
yo,
yeah, she went first. Yeah.
so tell them about tomorrow's
Yeah.
episode.
So guys, tomorrow's show. We're gonna have a special show with Rolo Tomasi tomorrow.
Mhm.
It's gonna be very in depth. We're gonna talk about
essay.
the hysteria that rape culture is a myth, guys, and we have the data to prove it. It's not as prevalent as a lot of people like to say. It's actually far less common than you think. And we're gonna come out with the data and show you guys that, hey man, we don't live in a rape culture. It's not true. It's hysteria. It's propaganda. And we're gonna go over the real numbers and talk about the real what's really going on in the world when it comes to that. You got anything you want to
Oh
say?
no, we're just coming correct.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
We're coming with numbers. It's a
correct.
very sensitive topic, guys. So we did our research. We're not going to sit here and talk a bunch of BS. We're going to give you guys empirical fact, and you guys can come to your conclusion. But there is no rape culture. Does it occur? Is it a heinous crime? Absolutely.
It
But
is. And it
our
should be
thing
punished
is,
by death.
it needs to be taken extremely seriously. And the people that make false allegations or use Me Too as a tool for their own betterment, they weaponize it. And who loses? The real victims.
Yeah.
So
keep women safe from themselves.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
Chris
okay,
Hill.
Charles Hill, man, I'm normally a ninja watcher, but I had to donate tonight. This panel was fired tonight, and a very intellectual conversation tonight. Well, after 6ix9ine left, first time I can actually watch without hoping somebody gets castled. And I'll tell you guys this too. Quick round of applause to ladies on the panel
Mega panel.
for a fantastic show. You guys were very open-minded, listened, made great points, and thank you for coming. Other than that, guys, we'll be back here tomorrow night
for
the show, Rolo.
and
It's
then-
going to be either at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., guys. We got to finalize the times. But we're gonna do it. Me and Roller have done our homework along with Fresh, and we have a great show planned for you guys tomorrow. Where we're gonna cover it in detail. So bring your notebooks and yes. Anything else?
Peace,
guys. Everyone's stuff is below. All the ladies, to include Skylar, Rolo Tomasi, and Zuby.
Oh,
check them all out,
guys. If you stay to the very end, we got
Special
August
announcement?
20th to 23rd. Long Beach Griffey coming to the show. If you don't know
Special
who he
announcement
is,
for
YouTube
those-
and look him up, man. He's huge.
Yeah. You guys will know who he is.
And then,
as soon as you YouTube him.
and then the 20th, Young Don, the Sauce God.
There you go, man.
There you go.
We're gonna keep giving you guys bangers. We give entertainment. We give you guys facts. We bring some lovely ladies on. So yeah, man. Fresh Fit Podcast, #1 podcast in the world right now. We're the fastest growing. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you so much to Zuby for being the special guest and Rolo Tomasi.
Yep.
And thank you to
And
all
ladies.
the lovely ladies. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Mañana.
Peace.